Tanner Hendrickson here with the Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The big news of the day, the St. Louis Cardinals trade Sonny Gray to the Boston Red Sox, and the St. Louis Blues fell last night to the New York Rangers. Coming up next year on 101 ESPN, it is the Fast Lane. This Sports Center update was brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Let's get nasty on a Tuesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. With Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. 201, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Well, Carey, do you want to share with our audience what you said right before we came on?
Oh, man, there's a couple people that are really excited about the Sonny Gray trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played last night in New York.
The Rangers?
Yeah, them for sure. But St. Louis Blues, hey, new headlines.
Yeah.
Don't lead off with us.
No.
Give me a break, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In fact, the Blues are like, did you guys see? Did you guys see what the Cardinals did? Huh? That Heim Bloom, he's already making deals.
Heim, you're the best.
Look over here. Yeah, the Cardinals did make a big move today. Sonny Gray, waived his no-trade clause because, the team, Cardinals, entering a rebuild. And the Cardinals wanted MLB-ready pitching. They wanted some salary relief, and they wanted some high-upside prospects. And I think for the most part, Heim Bloom accomplished that. And there's a bunch of different things that we need to get into here with the deal. But if you haven't heard, and I'm sure you already have, but if you haven't, the Red Sox acquired Sonny Gray from the Cardinals. He waived his no-trade clause. The Cardinals received left-handed pitching prospect Brandon Clark, who was the Red Sox number 5 overall prospect. High A pitcher, spent most of the time in high A last year. We can get into the profile for him, but the other pitcher coming back in the deal for Sonny Gray is right-hander Richard Fitz. Cardinals also cover $20 million of Gray's salary. So they paid up a little bit to get a better prospect. The better prospect being Brandon Clark. That's the key to this deal. Richard Fitz seemingly is your throw in to make sure that you have some coverage for next season, provided he's healthy. Now he wasn't healthy last season. There's a couple injuries that he suffered from, including one where he had some nerve damage that shut him down toward the end of the year. Not great, but again, you're giving up a pitcher. You're going to need to either sign a free agent or two, or start to supplement the rotation the best you can with guys like, again, Richard Fitz. But the key to this, make no mistake, the key to this deal is Brandon Clark. 22-year-old. In 2024, he had a 4.03 ERA in 14 starts between low A and high A. 34.5% strikeout rate. His arsenal, high 90s fastball, hard slider. If he doesn't develop a third pitch, but he's only 22, and again, he really just started his development. If he doesn't develop a stronger third pitch, some scouts believe that he'll be a reliever. Chances are he does develop a third pitch, and the Cardinals get a starter out of this. That's what you're hoping for. We've talked about this. Why make any sort of trade? Whether it's Sonny Gray or Brendan Donovan or Lars Nootbaar, anybody going out right now, why do you make the deal? Because you're trying to rebuild your pitching.
Yes.
I'm not overlooking the fact that you will at some point need to add thump. You need a cornerstone hitter that you either develop or you acquire that hits in the middle of your order. I'm not overlooking that.
Right.
But at this point, you don't have, to borrow, football, the football equivalent, you don't have the O-line. You don't have the O-line. You don't have pass rushers. You don't have the foundation. And you won't have it in 2026. So anybody right now that's ticked off, and we do want to hear from you. Leave us a mic drop via the Dobbs Star Notice Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. If you're ticked off, you're annoyed by this deal, we want to hear from you.
I would love to hear why.
But I would ask you, are you expecting the Cardinals to be competitive in 2026? Because we're going to have to start there. If you're upset by this deal, fill us in terms of whether or not you feel as though the Cardinals are going to compete in 2026. Chances are you think they should, if you're upset. Otherwise, Sonny Gray doesn't fit into your future plans.
Correct.
So you use his leverage, or you have that bargaining piece now. He becomes an asset for you that you deal to a contender, so he will waive his no-trade clause like he did, and you get high upside pitching. A lot of time between high A and the big leagues for things to go wrong. I'm not saying this is a foolproof prospect. Get ready for your Brandon Clark jerseys in 3 years or 2 years. I'm not saying that. But what you hope is his ascension goes hand in hand with you becoming a legit contender again in a few years. That's what you're trying to do. So I'm all in on the trade. I think it's great.
Yeah.
They moved an asset. They acquired a left-handed pitching prospect with high upside.
And that's what we've talked about if they decide to trade some other players as well. Like, that's kind of the mindset of where you are, what you expect back in return. A player that can play now can help your staff in the current, and also something to look forward to. You get a prospect that is fifth in their system right now. He's listed at seventh in ours. And I'm looking at the number of pitchers that they have. Liam Doyle, left-handed. Quinn Matthews, left-handed. Brandon Clark, left-handed. Like, they're going after high upside left-handed pitchers, guys that can help this team. Again, if your expectations are Cardinals World Series 2026, I'm sorry. Like, I don't think that's the route that it's going to be. Not that they don't want to win, but they're building for the future. And if that's moving a Sonny Gray to get there, then that's what you have to do. You have to move pieces that are going to allow you to be the best version of yourself systematically as you improve year by year in increments. Like, it's not something that you're going to just start all over and be good the following year. And as much as we talk, well, you all give crap about the Dodgers, right? They pay for their rosters. You know what else they do, Anthony?
They scout well.
They scout well, but what else do they have an abundance of?
Pitching.
Pitching. Why, Anthony?
Because they scout it, they develop it, they create it, they acquire it.
And pitchers
they draft
get
it,
what, Anthony?
Money.
Well, no. Come on. What else do they get?
Oh, hurt.
So you have more pitching. When one of those guys go down, guess what? You got another guy ready, willing, and able to fill in that void. So I think the Cardinals are heading or trending in the right direction. Now, you mentioned it. You still got to get that thumper. You got to get the batting, the lineup side of it. But if you don't have pitching, and you taught me this, I was adamant. I don't give a damn about pitching. Give me guys that can hit the ball, hit it in gaps, hit it hard, hit it out the park. You're like, nah, man. If you got pitching, those guys get eliminated. Nah, Anthony, the hell with that. I want a guy, and guess what? You were right. Pitching wins.
Oh, wow.
Hey, this is what we're doing here. He told me yesterday I was right. I'm telling you, you're right.
This feels good.
At some point, we're going to have to tell Jamie he's right about something. We got to give you something.
He's
like
always
it.
right.
Oh, no, hell no.
Yeah.
He's
I'm waiting for Anthony to tell me that I'm right about something.
I've given you a lot of credit about things.
Wow.
You know what you were right on? Indiana knocking off Oregon, and I admitted it.
Hey, you know what? I wasn't myself yesterday.
He was upset.
I apologize to those Oregon fans.
He was bothered.
I
You don't have to apologize for the way you feel.
I was
That's
hungry
how you
yesterday.
feel.
I wasn't myself.
Yeah,
You
the
needed a
Snickers.
Snickers?
I needed something.
It's a good campaign. We're both saying it.
It is.
You know, I'm not going to do that today. I'll wait a couple months and we'll revisit this.
And when they lose, he'll be, I told you.
I told you, you mother.
Yeah.
But going back to the Cardinals, is this not the offseason that fans have been kind of clamoring for? Just maybe it's
Some activity.
Some activity. Maybe it's not the offseason where we're acquiring all these players that could ultimately help you win right now, but at least they're doing something and you know the direction that they're heading in.
Correct.
And I'm excited to see what Chaim Bloom has up his sleeve for the rest of the winter. I was not expecting this today. When I got up today, I was not expecting to be talking about what we're talking about with Sonny Gray. Did not expect that today.
Marsh, I'm so sick of the Band-Aid approach that this organization has had for many years. knowing that at some point that Band-Aid was going to rip off, and you still had to deal with the wound that hadn't scarred yet. You're just banded. Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, whoever, right? Jay Happ, John Lesher. You're just constantly Band-Aid over Band-Aid over Band-Aid, thinking that we'll just see what's available next year. We'll just keep kicking the can down the road. The bottom has fallen out for the organization. If you don't have pitching, you don't have anything. Winning begins on the mound, and you need guys that can throw hard. I do believe that command over velocity, execution over stuff, does matter at the big league level. But this is why you have a minor league. You got velocity now, harness it, develop command, make sure that you've got execution, and at some point you're going to be a big leaguer. But you need guys that can attack the zone. I've never seen Brandon Clark pitch, so I'm going to rely on the scouts that have actually seen him pitch. The scouting report on him is that he's got, where is it? He's got absolutely filthy stuff. I'm trying to get the one that I had up here earlier.
Chaim Bloom was mentioning he gets blisters on his fingers because of all of the pitches that he's able, like just the movement that he gets on the pitches and things like that. So that causes some of those blisters that he's been dealing with.
Perfect. So matches up perfectly with what CD just shared that Chaim Bloom said. Clark possesses an upper 90s fastball from the left side with a wipeout slider. He also has a curve and a changeup that he can mix into right-handed batters and has all the makings of a high-end prospect. Fantastic. As we sit here right now, what is it, November 25th? That's all we can ask for. Will he be an ace down the road? Nobody has any idea. Chaim Bloom doesn't know. Chaim Bloom has got to do what's best for the future of the Cardinals with what he has in the cupboard. He does not have the Dodgers' money. If he did, I'm sure he would spend like crazy. He doesn't have the Phillies or the Mets money or the Yankees money. What he does have is assets like Sonny Gray. So what do you do with that asset? He turned it into this kid. Great. And you also got a potential back-end starter to help out a little bit next year. I don't care. Richard Fitz, okay. I hope he's a fifth starter next year. Maybe he's an upgrade over Andre Pallante, and Pallante can shift into a middle innings reliever role. If, of course, you acquire more pitching in the offseason. Cool. I'm good.
What about the money aspect of this as well? And do you think that Sonny Gray, out of all the players that could be available, do you think he is going to net the best return, or do you think there's another player on the roster right now that ultimately gets them a better return? Because I personally like this return.
Brendan Donovan should get you a better return if you're willing to move him. The other thing, though, too, it's kind of interesting, and I'm the guy that's like, just acquire all the pitching. Just, gimme. They loaded up in the draft with pitching. They still got guys like Quinn Matthews and Tink Hence that who knows what the timeline is for those guys. They just acquired 2 more pitchers. So at some point, maybe you get to Chaim Bloom gets to the realization that, hey, I feel pretty good with my pitching and where it's going.
Yeah, flip them.
I will, hang on to Brendan Donovan, but I'll flip some of these other guys. You're going to get something for Nolan Arenado. It ain't going to be much, but I think you're going to move him. Maybe you get another high A pitcher out of that deal, but they have to start stacking up pitching to either use down the road or use in trades. So either develop them, and like the Dodgers have done, to CD's point, you've got them on retainer essentially when guys get hurt, or you use them in deals because teams, when they call you, they want pitching. You want assets. You want that middle of the order thump that some losing team has. You better come up with a couple of pitchers. Remember the Ozuna deal?
Yeah.
Ozuna deal in theory was okay, except for your pitching depth sucked. And as soon as you dealt those 2 and they hit, you got screwed. So you acquire as much as you can for either your rotation or somebody else's rotation down the road.
We have a few text messages coming into the Air Comfort Service text line. A few people saying that they enjoy the offseason so far and how this move came early in the offseason. And we just mentioned that, I believe that this is going to be a fun offseason just in terms of activity, like you mentioned. But the fact that this happened in November and we still have a couple months to go, like, that's exciting.
I agree. So basically, what he made a significant move today. What does that say about
the rest of the offseason?
Yes, absolutely. And we will get into that a little bit later on. Send in those Scott Lee Heating Company mic drops to the 101 ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the deal, and that way it's not just me, CD, and Marsh kind of discussing what we thought. We'd love to have your opinions on this, your thought process on this. I was listening to BK and Ferrario coming in today after the deal was made. Some people I know were saying, well, why would you trade Sonny Gray when you need pitching for next year? That's what I was talking about with the idea of if people think that this is about 2026, I can't help you.
And Clayton texted in saying, I'm so happy we aren't pretending we are something that we aren't.
That is an underrated point that would apply to a lot of organizations that are either like the Cardinals and relied too much on the past and the way they did it in the past, or those organizations that really haven't won because they kept thinking, we're one piece away. We're one piece away. All we need is this. And we have seen it in hockey, in football, in basketball, and in baseball. So I think that is a fantastic text. I completely agree. That's how teams miss the mark. We're close. And they look back at last year and say, well, if only a couple of, plays would have went our way, we would have been a playoff team. Well, they didn't go your way, and your margin for error was too narrow, and you wind up missing the playoffs by X amount of games.
One more text from the 618. I like that the Cardinals retain so much cash in this deal because it signals that ownership is going to prioritize talent over saving money.
I like that as well. I don't think it's about acquiring that money, freeing up your money so you could throw it at the top free agent.
Right.
One, that he's going to be a Dodger anyway, so whoever that is. Two.
True.
And I only say that, somewhat
jokingly,
tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. Two, it's the top free agent that year. It's the top center fielding or center fielder free agent that year. Doesn't mean you have to throw 5 years at him.
Dexter Fowler.
I wasn't going to say it.
What? I did.
Dexter Fowler is the poster child for spend. I'm sorry, is the center fielder any good, or does he have to move to right field?
Anthony won a World Series. Hit a home run in Game 7.
He did. For who?
The Cubs.
Okay, what did he do for the Cardinals? Not much.
Well, played center field every day.
I think he got a couple base hits in that Game 5 win in the NLDS against the Braves.
Did he?
Yeah. I think so.
Good. The game where they scored 15 runs, that one?
I think it was 10.
Okay. You got a hit that day.
I did.
You may have even had an RBI double that day.
I did, watching from my bed. Yeah.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Okay.
We got to do this now?
I think we do.
Oh,
yeah, Blues fall to Rangers. Well, you already know why, but we'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
What's up, St. Louis? Let me tell you about Zwickel Light, brand new beer put together by my friends over at Urban Chestnut. And there's something about beer in St. Louis that is brewed by St. Louisans. It just hits different. And Zwickel Light is exactly that. It's an unbelievably light, refreshing beer that is so good. Locally brewed light lager with low calories and low carbs. Low calories, how about 95 calories for that matter? Nice and light and 3.7 carbs. No bloating when you're drinking this, and the taste is absolutely spectacular. They are rolling it out, too. Getting it out there right now for the holiday season. You want to pick some up as soon as you can. They've got the cans and they've got the bottles available. It really is an unbelievable beer. It's the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey, and it's my official beer at the Rivers House. I absolutely love it. So please go get some right now for the holidays. You can also check out urbanchestnut.com for more information on all that they have available over there at Urban Chestnut. Keep it light, keep it local.
To be honest, I didn't think we were humming in the first two. I didn't think we played with the requisite of intensity and connectedness and puck support that we've been playing with the three previous games.
That's Blues head coach Jim Montgomery. And I'm glad you played that cut, Marsh, because when Monty said that, and this is nothing against Jim Montgomery at all, but my thought was, why? Why does this team still lack intensity? Which, by the way, I agree. That was one of the most boring games I've ever watched last night. It was boring AF. The entire damn thing. On both sides. Mm-hmm. So you lack intensity again. You lack being connected line to line again. Why? Why?
I don't have an answer.
I don't disagree with him. The coverage breakdowns are horrendous.
To me, it feels
and it's
like...
not necessarily last night, guys. It's. I'm not just looking at last night in a vacuum. I'm looking at from the start till now.
To me, it feels like at times it's almost like, not that they forget what's going on, but like the intensity of like playing hard the entire time. Like you at the professional level, you don't get a chance to, okay, yeah. Because the moment you do that, they're skating right through the middle of your ice, and Trocheck is scoring a goal in the back of your net. Like that, and you got four guys. I mean, that pass went right through like four guys, and, you know, now he's able to pass it over and pucks in the back of your net. and you got 4 guys chasing, but none of them, in my opinion, felt like the sense of urgency was there prior to the pass. It's like, oh, shoot, I got to go faster now. Right. When in actuality, like we would watch film in football, and we would get what you would call defensively, you would get a loaf. So a loaf is when you're chasing after the ball and your speed changes, right? Because your speed should already be at the top level. You should be running full speed the moment that guy breaks down the sideline. But if you're like, oh, I got to run, that's a loaf. If somebody that is bigger than you, slower than you, runs past you, that's a loaf. Because why is he faster than? Why is this D tackle beating you, linebacker? Mm-hmm. He shouldn't. There's no way in the world that linebacker should be getting beat by a defensive tackle. So for me, it's almost like their brain kicks in and like, oh, shoot, I got to go now. And by then it's too late. The puck is in the back of your net. And for me, it's like consistently happening. And so it's not something that you're coaching. It's not something that you're telling people when you watch film, like, hey, look at you. You're not moving. You're stuck in the mud. You're not moving. And I don't know if it's a talent issue. I don't know if it's a will issue, a want to issue, or I just don't have that in my game. I don't think that that's it. Because in my opinion, and I wish Jamie were here, defense in all sports is basically want to. Mm-hmm. It's a will. It's not a skill set. It is, I want to do this more than you. Certain aspects of sports are not talent-based. It's just, I have more grit, more determination, more will. We watched the kickoff, the punt return the other day from the kid from the Cowboys. Got his ass knocked down over and over, and I just wanted more than you. While you thought it was over because I fell down, I'm going to get my ass up and keep running. I'm going to cause a game-changing fumble and put us back into this game. It's a will and a want to, and at times the Blues don't feel like defensively like they really want to as hard as other teams want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the little things that they're not doing. You know, Cam Fowler and Logan Mailloux, it seemed like they were out there for 10 minutes on that shift where the Rangers tie the game. And why is that? Well, they can't get the puck into the O-zone. Just dump the puck in. Like, get the puck deep so your defense can get off the ice and get some fresh bodies out there. It's little things like that. It's not being able to get the puck out of the zone. It's the little things that this team is lacking right now, and that's one thing that Jim Montgomery always harps on. Ever since he was hired here, he's talked about details. Details matter, especially in an investigation, but they especially matter with this current Blues team, and they're lacking details right now. Mm-hmm. They're taking one step forward and 2 steps back. I thought after the game against the Islanders, although that game was slightly boring as well, but sometimes maybe you just need to play a boring brand of hockey in order to win.
I don't even care about that, right? If you get wins, I'll be bored all day if you get wins.
Absolutely. There's some teams that play that style of hockey, but they win hockey games. The Blues, unfortunately, are playing a boring brand of hockey, and they're not winning. Mm-hmm. The offense, nowhere to be found. You know, you have you get a double minor towards the end of the game,
right? And you get a 6, and you pull your goalie.
A 4-minute Blues power play.
Luckily, they did score to make it somewhat interesting, but they just didn't generate enough. Like, that's a prime time spot to tie the game.
Yeah.
And they didn't do enough.
Well, you also bring up a good point, too, Marsh, in that it's not just the lack of scoring, it's the lack of offense. So you wind up playing so much in your defensive zone that these dudes are gassed by the end of the game.
100%.
It's defense. So even if you avoid the back-breaking moments early in games to put you behind, you can't protect a damn lead because you're gassed by the third period.
I think it says something when your coach consistent. Like, you could play that clip, and you could probably put that into almost any game this season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. It's not a one-off. It's we didn't press enough. We didn't have enough energy. We didn't do this. It all goes back to really being in sync and working hard. Like, when you're not uber talented as a whole, Jamie, you have to work hard. You have to work harder. I wasn't the most talented player.
Yeah, you were.
I was damn talented, Anthony.
I know.
I wasn't the most talented.
You know what? Can I just say something real quick? This past weekend, I was watching the Vikings Green Bay Packers game, and C.J. Ham was out there, the fullback. And, man, there was one drive where he just had just a great drive, just blocking, and the Vikings ran down the field. And the first person I thought of was CD, because that's a hard job to do.
It's hard as hell, man.
But, that player, with whatever team it is so important to the team to have success, even though it's not a star player. But it's because that player is working that much harder to make sure the offense goes.
You have to be a star in your role. Like, that's the mindset that every player has to be a star in their role. Some people's role may be you got to score touchdowns, Justin Jefferson. You got to beat this man in man coverage and go score a 50-yard touchdown. You got to cover this damn punt, young man, and be the first one down there and knock the ball out. Like that, whatever your role is, you have to be a star in it. And right now, I don't feel like the Blues are being stars in whatever role they have. Like, whatever it is that they are supposed to be doing collectively as a group, individually, they're not being stars in that role. And it's a lot of puck watch. You just that goal by throw check is just four guys chasing. It's like, you're not playing fast enough. You're just standing around watching. And I would have coaches say, hey, man, I got the best seat in the house for you. You don't even have to sit in the stands. You can sit right here on the bench. Watch all the hockey you want. Watch all the football you want. You got the best seat. You don't even have to pay for this ticket. But if your ass keep watching, you might as well sit over here and watch. It's a better view. Trust me.
You'll be paying someday, though.
Someday.
Yeah. All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. We're going to get, and by the way, we still want your mic drops on the Sonny Gray trade to Boston. We opened up the show with it. We will be hitting that throughout the course of the show. But we do want your mic drops. What are your thoughts on the deal? Do you like the move? Are you still apathetic over the Cardinals? Like, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Are you ticked off for any reason? Leave us a Scott Lee Heating Company mic drop via the Dobbs Tire Note Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Again, this will be a constant theme throughout the course of the show. But next, Bryce Young and the Panthers missed out on a huge opportunity last night. And despite never really lacking control of that game, 49ers kind of fortunate. I'll tell you why next on 101 ESPN.
Hey, it's Carey Davis, and if you're in the market for a new vehicle, look no further. My good friends over at Genesis of St. Charles have you covered. They are the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. Genesis of St. Charles is your premier Genesis dealer, and don't wait. Now is the time to visit during their signature event at Genesis of St. Charles. They want your trade-in and are willing to pay more for it on any new Genesis purchase. No games, no gimmicks, just upfront pricing. You can unlock the e-price today. Every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. Let Genesis of St. Charles bring the test drive to you. They are closer than you think, located right off of Highway 70 at Mid Rivers Mall Drive and Highway 70, 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters. You can experience the luxury service at their state-of-the-art facility, and you can get it done today. If you're busy, can't stop in, you can always go online and get started at genesisofstcharles.com. That's genesisofstcharles.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals traded Sonny Gray to the Boston Red Sox in exchange for left-hander Brandon Clark and right-hander Richard Fitz. We are taking your mic drop, so please send us a mic drop to the Scott Lee Heating Company mic drop feature, and you can go to the app, the free mobile app. It's all brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Let us know what you think about the trade. So send us a mic drop, shoot us a text to the Air Comfort Service text line. We will do that later in the show. The Blues, we just talked about them. They lost to the New York Rangers last night by a final score of 3-2. And they'll be back in action tomorrow taking on the New Jersey Devils. Pregame for that one starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. Coming up next, we're going to dive into the Monday Night Football game as the 49ers took down the Carolina Panthers. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Well, the 49ers beat the Panthers last night 20-9, and if you're the 49ers and you've had all the injuries compiled, with Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, and up until the last month, George Kittle, who had missed an extended period of time. Brock Purdy just returned last week, second game last night. You just compile wins. You're 8-4. You got the Rams and the Seahawks continuing to win. As of right now, you're in a playoff spot, but the Lions are right behind you. So just compile wins. It doesn't really matter how ugly it looks. And last night, I never thought the 49ers did not have control of that game. But when Purdy throws 3 interceptions and genuinely looks bad, it was a sloppy win. I mean, they were fortunate they weren't playing a better opponent last night. That was, from the 49ers standpoint, that's what I came away from it, outside of the fact that Christian McCaffrey is still very, very good, CD.
Well, I came away that the Panthers offensively couldn't do anything. I think Bryce Young had 24 yards in the first, 28 yards in the first half at one point. Like, I had the T. McMillan over yardage in the first half. It wasn't even close.
He didn't even have a catch.
He had 9. I think he had 1 catch for 9 yards.
I didn't know if it was 9. I don't even know it was 9.
It was bad, man. Like, watching that offense. It was, and to your point, you talked about the Blues game being a little bit boring. That football game wasn't a defensive struggle. I'm like, oh man, they're playing the hell out of this defense. Like, no, it's offensively challenged. Like, the only good sign of that game last night was Christian McCaffrey running the ball, catching the ball. Like, he was doing it. And Juwan Jennings, I thought, had a pretty decent game as well. Had a tough catch and scored that touchdown early. But it was not a lot that was exciting about that game. And the Panthers, in my opinion, it wasn't what I expected from them. Like, I've seen this team have some success. I thought that they were going to put up a little bit more fight. And I mean, Bryce Young threw for 400 yards last week, right? Was it last week?
Against Atlanta.
They got a good team. Good defense.
CD.
They got a good defense.
Unless it's Atlanta. Bryce Young has done this for 2 straight years where and just extract that I'm a Falcons fan, okay? Last year, he gave everybody hope when he put up big-time numbers in Week 18, and he had been trending well. He had been trending better because Andy Dalton replaced him. Then Andy Dalton got, in a car accident or something, hurt his hand. And they put Bryce Young back in. Yeah. And Bryce Young started to piece together some good games. But it was Week 18 where he put up big numbers, sent him into the offseason saying, hey, maybe he's going to be okay. Who did they play in Week 18?
Falcons.
Correct. Stunk for 2 straight weeks and then put up decent numbers against who in Week 3?
Falcons.
That's right. Last week, everybody got all hot and bothered, right? He threw for 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, no pick. Who did he play?
Falcons.
If he's not playing Atlanta,
you're not going to win? You're not going to have success?
His QBR, and I know there's just one stat, and it's a flawed stat and all this stuff, but I'm just going to give you the overview. Unless he's played Atlanta or he had a okay game against the Jets, Bryce Young has not looked good.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. The Panthers offense, and I know they're missing a lot of pieces. They're missing a lot of pieces on defense.
Yeah. It was a struggle.
That was ugly.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. But I think, to your point, the 49ers just keep winning, right? Because that NFC, I really have no clue as to how that's going to play out. Right now, the Lions are still, I think, outside of it. They're number 8.
They are.
The Packers are in. The Bears are leading the division. Mind-blowing. You wouldn't have been able to get me to believe that. No way in hell would I have believed that the Bears would be leading the division.
You can't even say the name.
I can't even say the team name. I'm struggling. I ain't said the Chicago Bears and being good since like 2006, and they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Like they're actually finding ways to win games, and I get and people they ain't playing anybody. So what? They're 8-3. They're leading the division. The Detroit, we could be in a world where the Detroit Lions could be out of the playoff picture when we finally get to the end of the NFC West is the best division in football, in my opinion. The Rams, the Seahawks, and the 49ers are playing extreme. They all got 8 wins. Like they're playing extremely well.
And the Cardinals aren't good, but they're competitive.
They are.
They'll play you 4 quarters.
They're going to fight their butts off. They're not good, but they're going to fight their butts off. We could be in a world, and the Dallas Cowboys might find a way to get back. They got the Chiefs and they got the Lions in the next couple of weeks.
It's going to be a struggle at 5-5, just because of what you said with the fact
because of the one tie, because of the tie, or because
of where they're at right now in the wild card picture.
Are we that sold on the Detroit Lions? Because I just watched the Detroit Lions almost lose to the Giants yesterday.
There's something wrong. I agree. There's something wrong, but they did find a way to win.
They found a way to win, but you're not.
I think the Giants found a way to lose.
Probably.
Okay,
and they fired the
which they have multiple times this year.
Up 10 points in the fourth quarter, I think 5 or 6 games this year.
I agree. The Lions, there's something amiss with the Lions. I completely agree. I just don't know if there's enough losses on the Lions' schedule to fall out of the mix and Dallas replaces them.
Well, I mean, if they beat them head-to-head, that's a start right there.
It's a start.
The Lions
certainly.
listen, this is the Lions' schedule for the next. They have this week. They play the Packers, they play the Cowboys, and then they play at L.A. the Rams. That's 3 games.
They could lose all 3.
You could lose all 3 of those games and be firmly out of the NFL, the NFC playoff picture.
Are we also though? Let me just play devil here for a second.
I always play the devil.
Always,
right?
Are we
little Anthony?
Are we elevating the Cowboys too much because of the Lions? Let's remember this Cowboys team waxed by the Bears, couldn't beat Carolina, waxed by Denver, waxed at home by the Cardinals.
I think the trades that they made on defense have really, and their defense is what it is, but I do think that it's helped a bit, and I do trust that offense. I mean, Dak Prescott. In that offense, they can move the ball at times.
What we're talking about is them potentially making a playoff push. I'm not there. You still got to get past the Chiefs. You still got to win. You got to win in Detroit against the Lions. You got the Max Brosmers now. That game's a little different.
Man, I'm excited for the Max Brosmers. Hopefully
the Chargers
he is starting this week.
Chargers, who know what they have. They do have winnable games at Washington and the Giants late in the year. Both on the road, though. I'm just saying. I think the Cowboys are making kind of an interesting midseason push, but I don't think.
You don't believe him?
I don't. No.
George Pickens I think he has more yards than the entire Steeler wide receiver room.
Man, what a terrible trade that was.
Combined.
What'd you guys get?
I don't know. A 3rd-round pick.
Oh, well, there you go. Good.
The hell is that? What? You know what?
You don't need them.
It's not a terrible trade. You know why? Because all he'd have been doing is running under routes at 5-yard depth. Artie the party. Throw the damn ball deep, man.
You can't. You don't want to.
What the hell are you doing?
You don't want to.
It makes my blood boil.
I'm sure.
When you look at the current NFL playoff picture, are you excited about that?
Huh? What?
The current NFL playoff picture. There are teams in there that we're really not accustomed to seeing as of recently.
You typically like that.
I do, but then it's sort of the same. It's in the same breath for me as the NCAA tournament in March, where, it's fun looking at some of these Cinderella teams, but at the end of the day, you want the teams that are good.
I'm excited.
Like the teams that are somewhat proven.
But let me guess. In the NFC, who you're really talking about are the Bears, and you probably don't want to see the Niners.
I don't care to see the Niners.
other than that, you're okay with the Rams, Eagles, Bucks. I mean, look,
Bucks 6 and 5. Like that division,
the NFC South.
Every damn year we got to have an NFC South team win.
It's the ACC of the NFL.
Come
I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
just get rid of that. Like get rid.
Freaking Carolina had a golden opportunity. You got Baker Mayfield the night before. Arm in a sling.
Yeah.
Carolina has an opportunity to claim that division. They go, you know what? Yeah, it's fine, Tampa. You take it.
Let's have the ball at the 1 yard line and not give it to Rico Dowdle.
I'm glad.
They had to tell.
Oh, my gosh. Let's go to the AFC, though. We have the Patriots, who we've seen the Patriots do well. However, Tom Brady was their quarterback at that time, and they went to the playoffs 1 year with Mac Jones. But they got Drake May, who's been playing well. So I'll give them a pass. But they really,
I like the Patriots.
I do. Denver, I'm not sold on them. Indianapolis, I feel like you got to beat the Chiefs if you really want to solidify yourself as one of those teams, especially when the Chiefs are somewhat in a down year.
Yeah.
Baltimore, they're 6 and 5. The Chargers, they're not going to do anything. Jacksonville's a playoff team. Like, I don't want to watch Jacksonville in the playoffs.
It's weird. It's like the AFC now is like less competitive.
We have 2 AFC South teams in the playoffs right now.
That's correct.
I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
You're going to watch.
You know what? The AFC South is the.
You might have 3.
Is the ACC. The NFC South is the group of 5.
Yeah. You might have 3. You might have the Houston Texans get in there as well.
You never know.
They're going to slide in there. And Buffalo is the 7 seed right now. Who the hell saw that coming?
Nobody.
Who does Buffalo have left on their schedule? Let's see how difficult this is. Well, they got Pittsburgh this week. Who the hell knows what that's going to be like. Then the Bengals at the Patriots, at the Browns versus the Eagles, and finish with the Jets.
Okay.
Even the Eagles, man, I don't want to see that team. The way that they're playing right now, that's not a Super Bowl team.
Well, they'll get bounced then. I don't know. Got good news for you. They'll get bounced.
I don't know.
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Nah.
That team ain't winning a playoff. If they play the way that they have been playing, they ain't winning a playoff game.
They might win one. All right. I got to get shot next. Stupid tiebreaker. I got 2 shots coming. Plus, don't forget, we want your Sonny Gray mic drops. Sonny Gray traded to Boston. We let off the show with it. We got to get into it a couple of more times here. But send in your mic drops via the Dobbs Star and Auto Center's 101 ESPN Bubble app. So I'll get shot. Maybe we got at least one mic drop we can play next on 101 ESPN.
Elevate your performance with my friends over at Pure Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. They've got everything over there. They've got the lift kits, leveling kits, running boards, light kits, the big oversized tires, rims, tires, and not just outside accessories too. They've got chips for the engines for performance vehicles as well. They're just the best in the business, and it's really simple to get there. They've got a 25,000 square foot facility that is right there in St. Peter's. Take the Cave Springs Boulevard exit, and once you get in there, please ask for Shelby or Paul. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. And while you're there, get them to look at your tires, because winter is coming. You're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. If you don't have the right tread or enough tread, it could get dangerous, and nobody wants that for you. So please get over there, get that checked out. Again, you're going to love everything that Pure Performance has to offer for you. But if you can't get there in person, make sure you get there online. They got a great website at pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
BetMGM is coming soon to Missouri. Sports fans in Missouri can pre-register and get up to $1,500 paid back in bonus bets if their first bet loses. Plus, an additional $100 in bonus bets if they deposit before December 1st. Enjoy a betting app that was designed for game day with features like live bets, same-game parlays, BetMGM rewards points, and surprise boosts dropping in your account all throughout the season. It's everything a sports fan could want in one app. BetMGM is coming to Missouri on December 1st. Pre-register today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Missouri only. New customer offer subject to eligibility requirements and minimum deposit of $10. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. Pending BetMGM's licensure as a mobile sports wagering operator with the Missouri Gaming Commission. Register for a Missouri online sports wagering account starting November 17th. BetMGM's issuance of a welcome offer is conditional on full licensure.
In the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
All right, Mars, CD, and me all were tied last night going to the 49ers-Panthers game when it came to the Fastlane Rizzuto Show Pick'em Challenge. And I finished third, which means I get shot twice by the airsoft gun, which I'm not happy about.
And you know the saying, Anthony. This hurts us more than it hurts you. Right?
I usually believe that when it's like Marsh or you or BK or Jamie getting pelted, but not so much when I'm the one. So,
Bit of a hypocrite?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when it comes to this. As CD is loading up you only need two, Gary. I'm only getting 2 shots. I see you over there loading up the whole thing.
You know they fall out. You know how it goes.
Just a reminder, and we will dive back into this at the top of the hour. And we also have Katie Wu joining us at 4:30. Katie Wu covers the Cardinals for The Athletic. Send in your Scott Lee Heating Company mic drops via the Dobbs Star Notice Central 101 ESPN app. We'll get to your mic drops throughout the course of the show on the Sonny Gray deal. Sonny Gray dealt to Boston for Brandon Clark, who's a 22-year-old left-handed pitching prospect from Boston. He was the fifth overall prospect out of the Red Sox organization. And then Dick Fitz.
There you go.
Dick Fitz.
Yeah.
Is the other other pitcher that the Cardinals got from the Red Sox. And he projects more. He projects more to be a fifth starter.
Marshall, you're going to have to do this.
Marsh, can you help him out so I can get this over with?
You want to?
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Yeah,
I'll just do it.
Yeah.
So as Marsh loads up, typically we do like the press conference thing. I told you guys yesterday, the biggest fault that I made on Sunday was not taking the Browns.
Yeah, that was weird.
I overthought it.
Yeah. It's almost like you never watched the Las Vegas Raiders play football.
You know what's funny? I watched them. I watched them on that Monday night against Cowboys.
All right, do you want to do it,
They're
CD?
terrible.
Sure, I'll do it.
All right, here we go. 2 shots. Let's get this over with, guys. Don't forget, somebody's got to talk into the mic.
Make sure I
gotcha.
Am I clear?
Yeah, Carey, you can head over there into Jamie's spot.
All right, get this over with.
All right, so Anthony has some jeans on.
All right.
Hey, Carey, you're a little close there.
I'm at the same spot.
Yeah, back up.
All right, here we go.
2, 1.
Ooh. Oh, that was a low shot.
I was right in the butt talk.
Ooh, man. Right on target. All right,
Same
here comes the
side or
second
other
one.
side? Other side?
Yeah.
Going for the right cheek. Oh!
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Ew, that stings.
That looked like it hurt.
These jeans are
Jeans work.
These jeans are thin.
Yeah.
As I'm finding out now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
2 is bad.
2 is
3
bad.
is 3 or 4 is like
He's up to 5 if he
brutal.
loses. Yeah. All right, we have your shot. See what he did there?
Yeah.
To score
Well
a pair of tickets to Guns N' Roses on August 16th at Busch Stadium. Tickets for the show go on sale next Friday, December 5th at 10 a.m. But we have your chance right now to win free tickets to Guns N' Roses if you can get this trivia question correct. Everybody remember the answer to yesterday's trivia question?
Los Angeles,
That's
Southern
correct.
California.
Southern California.
And
So
Marshy gave you a hint.
yeah, he certainly did.
Unintentionally.
You guys want to do an Axl Rose trivia?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Are they Jenny's got a gun? Is that them?
No, that's Aerosmith.
Damn.
Come on now.
Damn it.
All right. Yesterday I said the band was formed, Guns N' Roses, they were formed in L.A., but Axl Rose was born where? Give you a hint. Was in L.A.
That's not a hit.
Could be anywhere else. Literally anywhere else but L.A. So if you have the correct answer, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Again, if you have the correct answer and you're the 101st texter to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646, you'll get to go see Guns N' Roses on at Busch Stadium on August 16th. You can find all the concert info and a bonus chance to win tickets at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app. November Rain would be a Guns N' Roses jam that you may have heard. Certainly Welcome to the Jungle. I know you've heard that.
Welcome to the jungle.
You heard that at least once a year going to Cincinnati.
And well, I heard it, in one of my
All the
favorite documentaries
Did you?
of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know which one.
Which one?
That
the
guy-
program.
Yeah. Football.
Oh,
and-
yeah. Love it. What does the Gray trade say about the Cardinals offseason moving forward? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN.
There is nothing like watching Thanksgiving football, but for football fans in Missouri, this year FanDuel is going to make it even better because with points giving, all FanDuel customers in Missouri get $1 in bonus bets for every point scored in the Chiefs versus Cowboys game. So, for example, if the final score is 24-21, you'd get $45 in bonus bets. Doesn't matter if you've already signed up for FanDuel or you've been waiting for the right moment to join. Just head to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get in on the action in Missouri. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri to score bonus bets for every point in the Chiefs versus Cowboys game. Enjoy a football feast with points giving on FanDuel coming soon to Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
This holiday season, when you get them Steel, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Start your day with the morning after on 101 ESPN. Get in the know first on everything St. Louis sports with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, and Martin Kilcoy. Listen to TMA weekday mornings from 7 to 11 a.m. on 101 ESPN. The morning after is presented by Brown and Crouppen Law Firm.
Basically, Heim has a lot of work to do. Mo really dismantled our minor league system, and poor Heim has to build it back up. I don't expect for them to be winners necessarily next year, but I do expect them to put a decent team on the field. But I like the fact that we're building toward the future and we're restocking our minor league system that Mo completely dismantled. Thank God for Heim. I think so far I like the way approach he's taking, and I think he's going to be a great asset to the Cardinal organization.
That's the one and only Janet. Great to hear her voice. BT, who filled in last Friday for Carey and Jamie, was asking about Janet. And we're like, we haven't heard a mic drop from Janet in quite a while, but great to hear her. What a measured take, too, by Janet. Completely agree with her. And it kind of leads us into our conversation about the Cardinals offseason. And CD, if we're, because everybody's got the thought process of what will Chaim Bloom do this offseason for the Cardinals? What will be his moves?
Right.
I think for me, let's look back at what he did in Boston. That was his first crack at being the guy for an organization. When Bloom arrived in Boston from Tampa, the idea was to build long-term sustainability. That was the mindset. It wasn't win now, because Boston had been in win now mode with Dave Dombrowski. Typically, you hire Dave Dombrowski, he's going to take a lighter to your farm system, but he's going to build a winner right away. He's going to spend a lot of your money. He's going to grease up that farm system, use those assets to build a win now roster. When Bloom arrived in Boston, it was the exact opposite. He needed to restore the farm depth. Sound familiar? He needed to avoid long, risky contracts. Sound familiar?
Yep.
So if you're thinking, well, will he sign some big-time free agent this offseason? Highly unlikely. He's going to avoid the long, risky contracts unless there's clear value. Right. And I don't know if there's clear value even for somebody like Dylan Cease, a name that we continue to hear. I know BK and Ferrari have talked about him. Maybe Dylan Cease makes sense. I think he's going to continue to avoid those long-term contracts. Build a flexible and deep roster. This means you're not going to be completely top-loaded with stars, but have thin depth. And this is something I think can annoy Cardinals fans. I know I've certainly been annoyed at times since Mo took over, where it's like, your roster is flexible, but is it any good?
Right.
I think Bloom will still go for flexibility. Hopefully he builds one that's actually good. And I think creating that year-over-year pitching pipeline, the way Tampa has done it, the way that the Dodgers have done it, I think that is very important for Bloom. That, I think, are the goals. Those are the goals coming in. So how do you achieve those goals? First thing is move expensive, aging assets at peak value, which is what he just did with Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
Holding on to him any further would likely diminish the value of Sonny Gray. So you get somebody that is a contender in the Boston Red Sox. You ask Sonny Gray if he's willing to move the deal, waive his no-trade clause to facilitate the deal, and you hopefully send him to a spot where you know the farm system, which is what Bloom has done.
Yeah.
So I like the move, and I think there's more to come.
I agree. I think you move players, especially a player like Sonny Gray, when I think you know what path you're going in, what direction this team is going in. Sonny Gray, one of your better players, right? Mm-hmm. But is he going to add that much to a team that probably isn't going to have as much success?
He would have done so the last 2 years.
Exactly. So you move him when he's willing to remove his no trade clause and go to a place where he feels like he can win, maybe win a championship. That's what he wants, and you get something in return for that, and something that's going to help you in the right now and also in the future. That it's building up that roster in order to be able to have the success, the long-term sustained success that you just talked about.
Yeah.
It's not about right now. It's not about, in the next year. It's 3-5 years. It's building for all of those years and what could come after that and being prepared. And there were a lot of quotes that I wish I was driving when I was listening to Chaim Bloom talk about it, but being prepared for the now, but also being prepared for the future as well. We're not sacrificing just the right now, but we're also going to prepare for what we need to have down the line. And I think he did a great job. And I think you're going to see more of that if you're able and willing to move on from a Wilson Contreras. If you're willing to move on from a Brendan Donovan probably will fetch you more of a return because he's younger, he's paid less, and he's under control for the next couple of years. So,
sure.
and he's valued by teams that are. Here's my thought on Brendan Donovan. Brendan Donovan, and I think he's a great player, but he can't be your best player. That's not a team that's going to win a championship, in my opinion.
I think that's fair.
Brendan Donovan is a piece on a great team with other greater players. But if he's your best player, and that's no knock against Brendan Donovan. We all have, our plots in life and where we are in terms of Brendan Donovan is not Shohei Ohtani. He's not Aaron Judge. He's not Mookie Betts.
Right.
But he is a really, really damn good baseball player on one of those teams that could be the catalyst to help you get over that hump that you're looking for. He's just not going to be that here in St. Louis, in my opinion. But if another team is willing to take on what he provides and give you something of value in return, prospects probably, maybe a player that they don't view as helpful right now on their roster, similar to but more upside in the prospects. That's what I think Brendan Donovan can get you back.
Sure.
So if you're in the sell now mode and you're willing to go that route, which you've already proven that you are, I think they think this offseason is going to be a really good one for the St. Louis Cardinals and prepare you for what life will be like in 3 to 5 years, maybe 2 to 4 years.
Right.
But not 2026, in my opinion.
It's the old adage of, the fastest distance between, two objects is just the straight line,
yes.
right? If you want to put yourself on a fast track to being a competitive team again, it is through your pitching. Period. End of story.
Right.
And it is not handing out $150 million contracts. That is one way to go about it. In fact, Theo Epstein did it in Chicago. But you know what he also did? He acquired Anthony Rizzo from San Diego. He drafted and had the opportunity, because he tanked, they drafted Chris Bryant. They drafted Javi Baez and got the best years out of Javi Baez. They drafted, Wilson Contreras or signed him international, whatever it was. He did the stockpiling of position players. I don't necessarily think that's the best approach, but Theo Epstein has forgotten more about roster building than I ever would.
Right.
Obviously, it worked. He paid for his pitching. But I do think that Chaim Bloom going about it this way, the Tampa Bay model, which is restock constantly, restock the pitching pipeline. So you always have this constant churn of pitchers that are available, I think is smart. I have heard from some people like, well, wasn't Chaim Bloom also the guy that sent Mookie Betts to the Dodgers in that deal? Horrific deal. Horrific. It was horrible contract, horrible, absolutely horrible trade. They got Alex Verdugo, who they flipped to the Yankees a couple of years later. They got Connor Wong, who is now a backup for the Red Sox, but at least he's still on the team.
Brother.
No,
okay.
And they got Jeter Downs, who's no longer with the Red Sox. It was a horrible deal. But he was also forced to do it because Red Sox ownership said, you need to get under the luxury tax. So, yes, he made a horrible trade. 2 thoughts on that. One, you don't have to worry about the luxury tax and getting under it now in St. Louis because you're well under it.
Right.
2, hopefully you learn something. It's the best way. That's the best spin I can do on that.
Agreed.
Otherwise, again, I think the first move that he has made here, dealing Sonny Gray to Boston, is a good one.
Looking forward to seeing what's next.
And there will be a next. I think Nolan Arenado has moved. I don't know if you can move Lars Nootbaar with the injury problems.
That's a shame.
Donovan's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
To see if he decides to move Donovan.
How much is owed on Arenado's contract? Do we know? Do we remember?
I don't.
I'll find it. Because I'm wondering, because you ate some of the contract for Sonny, and that was kind of the sticky point last year, I thought. That and Nolan not wanting to be traded.
Yeah, he nixed the deal.
Yeah.
And I think the notion behind the Cardinals picking up $20 million on Sonny Gray's deal is to get the better prospect, which I thought was smart.
$16 million for Arenado next year,
and $15 million the year after.
Yeah,
they're getting rid of these contracts. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to eat the money on Arenado. There's really no other way around it. But I do think Arenado's dealt. The other one that I think could be interesting. And he has maintained that he wants to be a Cardinal. He's not going anywhere, so maybe we should just take it at face value. But I do wonder if they convince Wilson Contreras to waive the no trade clause, and for him to go someplace.
They're gonna have some money next year.
Yep,
this year.
Whether or not they spend it wisely, that's up to him. Keep those mic drops coming in to the Dobbs Star and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. We can continue to pile them. We'll play them throughout the course of the show. We do have our Sports Six-Pack next, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service tax line. Send in your questions to the Sports Six-Pack. We'll get to it next on 101 ESPN.
question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. If you have a question for us, send it in. With Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. Here's Andrew Marsh.
Question number 1.
Interesting question from the 618. Are the Blues falling into the same trap as the Cardinals, trying to compete with this roster, just delaying the inevitable rebuild?
I don't know. I thought last year I know people say, oh, it was just a snippet of the season, but sometimes that's what it takes to get into the playoffs, and it went kind of the same way you thought it would go. They lost in the first round, now, albeit they lost heartbreaking fashion, but I felt like everything since like the trade of O'Reilly and Tarasenko had built up to that moment last year. Mm-hmm. And naturally, your expectation is, oh, okay, we finished the season really well. 4 nations, and it was great after that. Okay, they figured something out, made it to the playoffs, pushed the team to the brink of elimination, and then you get eliminated. And you're like, okay, that was a terrible ending.
Right.
But guess what? We're back, boys. A lot of the same guys, same effort, and then you show up and you're like, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure Monty is saying that as well. Well, what the hell am I watching? Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And why do you keep doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's also take a look at this roster, shall we? The contracts that have been given out are going to be difficult to move. You're also in a spot where even if you did want to, let's say the Blues want to rebuild, right? It's going to be difficult to move the assets that you do have because of the no trade clauses. The second thing is, if you really look at the ages, Robert Thomas is 26. Dylan Holloway is 24. Jake Neighbors is 23. Dalibor Dvorsky is 20. Can't even drink yet, at least legally. Jordan Kyrou is 27. Jimmy Snuggerud is 21. These are all... Philip Broberg is 24.
All your core guys.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them are 27 or younger. So if you want to rebuild to what? Even more inexperienced players? Do you want to get older? Because you got some veterans as well. You've got Cam Fowler, who's 33. Colton Parayko, who's 32. Justin Falk, who's 33. Braden Shen, who is...
32?
34.
34?
You have the mix right now.
Is 30.
And Booch is 30. So you have the mix of veteran players that are in their prime, and then your young guys. You should be winning right now.
We got a text from 618. Shen is Goldschmidt. Kyrou is Walker. Buchnevich is Arenado.
Man, I think
Kyrou is more than Walker. I mean, Jordan, no offense to Jordan Walker.
I was thinking Larry Walker.
Jordan Walker hasn't done anything.
I was thinking Larry Walker. I was like, okay.
I don't know who would be the comp for Jordan Walker on this Blues team. Young player with a bunch of upside.
Lars Nootbaar.
Well, he's always injured. Is there a player that's always injured?
I mean, if he's not injured, it's got to be Lars. Young player. Everybody loves the analytical side of it. That's all. Kyrou.
Oh, Kyrou?
Yeah. Lars Nootbaar.
I don't know.
Oh, you think? Inconsistent. His is due to injuries. Jordan's is due to other things. No? You don't like it? Just say you don't like it. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, thank you.
I don't like it.
Give me something better then.
Okay. Jordan Kyrou is... I don't know if you have a comparison right now.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm sorry.
Perfect.
Well, okay.
I thought it was perfect.
Then roll with it.
Nah, you don't like it. It's fine.
But I can't get on board.
Nah, it's fine.
What about Nolan Gorman?
I think Kyrou's been more productive. What about Alec Burleson?
I think people like Burleson, though.
They do.
People like Burleson.
They do. And why? Because he's productive.
And he's slightly consistent, too.
They don't nitpick everything he does.
Come on, man.
I can't go there. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well, he doesn't. There's no one to compare him to.
Thank you.
I think there are a few comparables, though. I don't mind the... Oh, what about Herrera? Who would be a comparable for him?
Well, Herrera would fall into the
young,
a lot of upside.
Dalibor Dvorsky.
Yeah, sure. Marsha doesn't like. Marsha's now the one that doesn't like it.
Braden Shen is like Brendan Donovan. No, you hate that too.
I don't know if they should. First of all, why are we comparing? Why are we comparing these guys?
I don't know how we got
They
here.
They don't play. Half of them don't play hockey. The other half don't play baseball. What are we doing here? Okay, the whole exercise stinks. Let's move on, Marsh.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
Thank you.
Question number 2.
All right, from the 314, does it even matter what the Cardinals do? It's the Dodgers League for the next few years. Nobody's going to knock them off their throne. They have Ohtani. Nobody can afford that. Just seems like a lose-lose situation for the rest of Major League Baseball.
I've been arguing that for how many years now?
You got to stop the whining, man.
It's not
Blue
whining when
Jays
it's
had
facts.
a chance. Did they not? Didn't the Blue Jays have a chance?
Yeah, they had a chance.
Did the Yankees have a chance last year?
Not really.
Yeah, they did. You know?
Yeah.
Who did the Dodgers lose to? Was it 2019? Who did they lose to? Was it the...
In which year? In the World Series?
The Red Sox.
They lost to the Red Sox in 2018.
Astros
They
in
lost to the
one year.
Astros in 2017.
Come on, man. It can be done. No. Is it likely to be done? Nah.
That was before they went full Death Star on everybody.
Sounds like a them problem. And by them, I mean everybody else.
Sounds like a Major League Baseball problem, one would say.
You know how much the Dodgers are doing to find ways to win? They were on the... I mean, you got to go to extra innings. You play an 18-inning game. You got a robot, an alien that's willing to pitch a complete game, come back, pitch the next day, and pitch again and again. How many innings you need me, Skip? I'll be there. Hey. Now, when your team, insert your favorite team,
Central Michigan.
whoever it is, when your favorite team has guys that are willing to sacrifice, and that's what the problem is with most of these teams that don't win. They don't sacrifice. They don't sacrifice themselves. They don't sacrifice for one another. And that Dodgers team, they put it on the line, Anthony.
How much is
they
he
put it
making?
all on the line. Money doesn't matter.
Shohei?
No.
Yamamoto.
How much
Money
is he
doesn't
making?
matter.
Oh,
Well,
he's
no,
making
in this situation, it does.
He's making a butt ton.
You know how much he got paid that night? Didn't matter. He wasn't thinking about it. He was thinking about winning. Sacrificing my arm, my body for my team. I want to win, man. And I want winners. And if you ain't a winner, then keep it moving, man. You don't have to stay here. Move your feet. Find something else to do. Winners have a mentality. It ain't about the money, Marshy. I know.
Marsh, can you just fire the third question because I'm so tired of
I'm actually I'm
CDs,
physically ill right now.
Dodger propaganda crap.
It's ridiculous.
I hate it.
Money don't make a champion, baby.
Well, it certainly helps.
The ticker does. What's inside of you, you know?
And how do they acquire those
Clayton
players?
Kershaw was thinking about how much money he made when he went into that
He
game.
didn't even know they won the World Series when they made the final out.
You know?
He wasn't paying attention.
He was. You know who else was paying attention? Will Smith. Yeah.
Question number 3.
Thank you.
All right, from the 314, does this move today say more about Chaim Bloom or the Cardinals' ownership?
Chaim Bloom.
Agreed.
Chaim Bloom. Wait, I mean, what would it say about the ownership?
I guess
put
because
Chaim-
because they were willing to eat some of that money.
See, I almost view that, and maybe it's just because we get so many negative texts when it comes to the Cardinals that I'm viewing this almost like a slight at the ownership group, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's intended to be
I think it's a genuine
positive
question.
thing. No, I think it says the most about Chaim Bloom.
I think the $20 million, eating the $20 million, I think that's where the question comes from about ownership.
Well, okay. If I'm going to be fair, no, I still would say Chaim Bloom. Because it's not like the ownership gave him a blank check. It's not like they said, "Hey, here you go. Here's $500 million. They said you can take $20 million and eat part of the. I'm sure Chaim Bloom went to them and said, "Hey, look, if I throw them $20 million, I'm going to get a better prospect," and they signed off on it. But it still takes who to start that conversation? Chaim Bloom.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Mo would have been like,
well, I think we're talking football and hockey today if Mo's still around.
Yeah, true. Very true.
What did Mo do to you all? Mo is minding his damn business.
It's not all of Mo. It's just the last
life
5
that
years
he doesn't
of
have
Mo.
to be here, part of these conversations.
Just the last 5 years of Mo.
Mo, enjoy your pina colada wherever you are with your feet kicked up. You know?
Mo would have been like, "Hey, can I get $7 million for some has-been?" And they'd be like, "Why?" Because he wants to be here.
Oh, God. Mo is minding his damn business. Mo was not expecting to hear his name called today. Or maybe he was.
Look, it's going to take a little while, okay?
I got you.
All right.
People are frustrated, Carey.
But not today. No, but they probably still are today.
And not in L.A.
Okay. Sports Six Pack Part 2 is next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals traded Sonny Gray to the Boston Red Sox earlier today in exchange for left-hander Brandon Clark and right-hander Richard Fitz. We'll talk more about that in the 4 o'clock hour as we'll have Katie Wu on the show at 4:30, so stay tuned for that. The Blues lost last night to the New York Rangers. Final score 3-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow taking on the New Jersey Devils. Pregame starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. We have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Part 2 of the Sixer is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack is right now. So if you got questions, send them in to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Marsh, go.
Question number 4.
All right, from the 801, if you could build a brand new sports franchise anywhere in the United States of America, what sport would it be? Where would you build it? And what would the name be?
Football, St. Louis.
Yep.
Archers.
Spirits.
I like that.
Football, St. Louis Spiders.
The St. Louis Spiders.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like that at all. What is the Richmond team called the Spiders?
The Richmond Spiders.
Yeah. They got some sweet unis, too.
Are they in the A10?
Yep.
I'm okay on that. But we agree on 2/3 of the argument.
Football, St. Louis.
Spirits.
I don't hate
Spirit
it.
of St.
An
Louis.
ode to the old basketball team.
Come on, man. You see where we're going?
And what would the logo be?
It would be an airplane.
Come on. Taking off on you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what? This is
hates
like everything I've said today. His damn head is hurt about it. He's been. I don't know if it's just me today or if it's just today in general with you, Anthony. But come on, man. Every damn thing I've said today, you looked at me sideways and like, I hate it. I hate that idea. Nope, that's a dumbass idea.
It's just weird. At some point, I want us to be menacing.
Spiders?
Yeah.
The Spiders.
Spiders get stepped on.
Spiders can also kill you.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis Stalters.
Think about the helmet. The web. Be sweet.
What are the colors?
Black and white.
I knew you were gonna say it. Like in Any Given Sunday.
Sure.
That was plain as hell.
Yeah.
That
Sharks.
was boring as hell.
Looked good though, didn't they?
Nah.
And they won.
Come on, man.
Ish.
You know what it does? The Spiders sound like a made-up football team from a movie.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
What about the Mud Dogs?
I hate that too.
What?
What about the Trash Pandas?
That's a minor league baseball team name.
What about I don't know.
We need to workshop this, you know.
Archers.
He keeps coming with these damn archers.
I know. I don't like it.
314 says the Clydesdales. Is that too much?
Yeah, I say it's too much.
Anthony, we're going to find you something that you like today. We're going to stick with that topic for an entire segment. What do you want to talk about, Anthony? What would make you happy?
This is fine. Listen, just because I don't like the whole spirit, you know. I mean, St. Louis. So what do we say? St. Louis Spirit.
St. Louis Spirit.
Yeah, the old basketball team.
Yeah.
Is it Spirits or Spirit?
I think it was the
Spirit.
Yeah, I mean Spirits.
St. Louis Spirits.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
The Spirits of St. Louis.
What would the colors be like? Yellow and green or something?
There would be orange and navy. Or orange and black.
Okay.
Or like orange and white. Just
Coming along.
Orange and black's cool.
The Stallions. That's where we get that from the 314.
Well, that's what the team was supposed to be named.
St. Louis Stallions.
Can we not be predictable, I guess?
What animal do you
I feel like Archers and Spirit and Stallions.
Okay.
It's all very predictable. Can we refresh?
What
here?
animal? Because clearly you want a menacing animal. You want the damn spiders for God's
We
sake.
got to tie it to St. Louis, right?
Do we? That's my question.
I feel like you should.
Can it be the
then
St. Louis Tigers?
Then it's got to be. Well, here's the thing with like Tigers. I don't know.
What about the Rivermen? I know that's a minor league hockey team.
I'm okay on that.
If we got to do the St. Louis thing, then it's either Archers or Spirit. If we have to do it, then we have to do it.
You give me an animal, not an insect, please and thank you. Give me an animal.
All right. How about the Wolverines?
St. Louis Wolverines.
Yeah. Those things are menacing.
It's great.
To be.
St. Louis Wolverine is great. To be. St. Louis Wolverine.
Carey keeps jacking around. All right.
Central
Spirit, that's what we're going with?
I don't know.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know. But we are making a football team, an NFL team here in St. Louis.
No question.
Yeah.
That's the number one. We got to workshop the nickname, though.
618 says the Mudcats for the catfish in the Mississippi.
I'm okay with that.
So not mud dogs, but Mudcats.
Mudcats.
That's not menacing at all.
Does it have to be menacing?
That's what he said. I'm using a direct quote from him.
I'm saying I would like it to be. I didn't say it had to be.
Oh, come on, man.
You know?
We got to do better.
But I don't know. I just feel like we're if it's tied to St. Louis, it's got to be the Archers or the Spirits or the Riverfront or the Explorers or the Pioneers.
The
and it's just
618 says the Explorers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like
So we like to explore.
Yeah.
We like to explore. Okay.
I like it, but it's not that menacing.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
You don't know what those people saw on that exploration, you know?
That's true.
They saw some things, maybe did some things, you know?
Okay. About like the Streamers or something, you know?
Now, would you call them St. Louis or maybe like Gateway, like the Gateway Explorers?
What about like the Renegades or something?
That was a team here.
Was it?
Arena League.
Arena League?
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
What about like the Firehawks?
Renegades. The Firehawks.
Yeah. It's a nod to the Battlehawks, but we're not the Battlehawks. We're on fire.
St. Louis Sting. Sounds very
But the Wolves. The Wolf Pack. Okay.
Nope. We need more names.
What about the Chips?
No. There's a very specific reason why the Central Michigan Chippewas are the Chippewas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on.
But like the Thunderbolts, Marsh, you'd appreciate that.
Thunderbolts?
Yeah. Okay, so we got to stick with the.
That's a.
All right, we'll just stick with the Archers, the
already a
Spirits,
Chargers
the
team.
Explorers, or the Pioneers. It's fine. It's fine.
Question number 5.
What do you guys like to? Yeah, we look around. That's what we do here. Like to look around.
We got a bunch of different good ones. All right, moving on. 314, with all the backlash that Mo has gotten, how long of a leash does Doug Armstrong have with this roster construction?
Until he gives away to Alexander Steen.
He's already got
It's already set, man. Like, I know what you want us to say, or at least I think I do. You want us to start bitching about Doug Armstrong and all the moves that he's made. This is, I get it. This is how this works. The Blues are losing, so let's talk about all the things that Doug Armstrong has done poorly. If they start winning, then we can praise him, right? So let's just go down the list here. He didn't re-sign Alex Pietrangelo. That was a massive mistake. What else we got?
I mean,
the Logan Mailloux trade doesn't look good right now. So that was a rough move.
Buchnevich signing.
Buchnevich extension looks real bad.
Nick Leddy extension.
Nick Leddy, signing Nick Leddy over Perron, that was bad.
Yeah, not bringing back Perron.
Yeah. It was a Leddy for Perron. Like, those are bad. Okay. What else we got? Let's just get it out of the way, because this is I want to feed our fellow explorers here.
Yeah.
Let's look around at what Doug Armstrong has done, and let's give our fellow explorers some.
Where are the Explorers now?
I don't know, because I feel like they,
because you are being spiteful.
He's ticked off right now. He's ticked off.
He has not come up with anything. His one.
How about the Raiders? How about that?
The St. Louis Raiders, they already got a team called the Raiders, Anthony. How are we doing?
Not for long. I'll be honest, I forgot. I just wanted something other than Explorers.
What do you guys think about the St. Louis Spiders?
I hate it.
Wait. I got it. What about the St. Louis Bears?
Yeah, there's another team in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Be a little bit confusing.
What about the Red Raiders? All right, never mind. All right, so again, we're back to exploring.
Yeah.
All right. Any other bad moves that Doug Armstrong made, so we could just get that out?
Well, I think it's all up to the opinion of the listener, right?
Well, I think we hit on the key ones. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Question number 6.
We did it.
From a 314, it seems to be a black cloud over St. Louis sports teams. It's been almost 10 years for the Cardinals and about 4 or 5 for the Blues. Even the soccer team can't get it right. Have we become the Cleveland or Cincinnati of Missouri?
Never.
No.
Never.
That is a category unto itself. Like, is it bad right now? Sure, but it's not that bad. It's not New York Jets bad.
Ever. I don't think it ever. I mean, Cleveland Brown bad is as bad as it can get.
And the Cavs have been okay lately.
Man, they were the number 1 seed. They lost though.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, they released the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
The Guardians have made the playoffs, so you can't really say it's Cleveland. I'm assuming it's the city that they were talking about, like the city sports. Look, it's not good. The city sports landscape is not good. Mizzou and Illinois did give you a couple of months, though.
Couple good months, huh? You remember those? Of good months. Early September
should
and
we explore
October.
Some of those months?
You better think about it. It was as good as it could be for a while.
What about the River Monsters? We got a text.
Sure. I like
River Monsters. He doesn't care anymore.
No, I like the River Monsters.
636.
We got St. Louis Storm, St. Louis Cyclones.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
St. Louis Cyclones?
Sure.
Yeah.
What about like the Tornadoes or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something related to a...
We get a lot of tornadoes
there
here.
There you go.
And tornadoes can jack you up.
Tear some stuff up.
Unlike exploring, that can only jack you up.
Like
fall down a hole or something.
I remember this one time there was a warning that was going off. We had a show that was going on.
Yeah.
There were 2 particular people.
2 wise men, some would say.
That decided to just
Very
bolt.
wise men.
Decided to bolt down into the basement.
Carey has given his body to the National Football League. Okay, I have seen that man walk up and down the hallways, and he is very ginger when he's walking. Right, very careful. You were what, 4'4" coming out of high school? 4'5"? Yeah. Okay, you're 4'5"?
Yeah.
You're about 4'5" going down that hallway faced with that tornado that day, too.
I told you all, I've taken on linebackers. I've taken on D linemen, twice my size. Yeah. There's no way in hell I can take on a tornado. And if you two are better men than me in that regard, I tip my cap to you.
I don't think, Carey,
I tip my cap to 2 men that are better than me that can withstand a tornado if it rips through this studio. I've never seen 2 men so strong and so full of just
exploring,
just grit that are willing to explore what the hell could happen if the tornado ripped through here. I mean, you two must be just two special men.
I don't think the issue, Carey, was that we are better because we would not get ripped apart by a tornado.
You are better. You knew that tornado wouldn't do anything to you.
Flew out of here as if you didn't see Band of Brothers.
When John Kowski said, "Let's go," I figured my 2 brothers got the. It's like, you seen Band of Brothers when the helicopter comes and it comes to the landing zone. We got to go.
Well, make sure the wounded are loaded up.
You 2 were willing and able to walk. And you 2 chose to stay, and there was nobody else wounded here.
Somebody's got to stay back.
Yeah.
To tell the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell it too.
The men of 300.
We'll tell our story.
You'll be able to. All right. What ultimately is the issue right now for the Blues? Where do we start? I guess we'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN. I love this week playing Underdog because it is feast week. It's back at Underdog. So from November 26th, which is tomorrow, through November 30th, you can check the app daily for special promotions. And the promotions can range from, like 40% profit boost. So if you put your card together, and it's easy playing an Underdog, just choose whether or not certain players will go higher or lower on their stats. You got the Thanksgiving Day games. You got the Friday game. You got Sunday, of course, full slate. Choose whether or not players are going to go higher or lower on their rushing stats, the receiving stats, receptions, touchdowns, even fantasy points. And then if you apply the promo for that day, you can get a 40% or whatever the promo is running that day, profit boost to your card. If you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1 at Underdog. So download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, use my promo code at sign up, just my first name, Anthony, at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.nsbgambling.org. little bit of news right now from the St. Louis Blues. They just tweeted out and noted that they have terminated the PTO contract for Miljan Lucic. So Lucic no longer part of the Blues organization. 37, originally signed by the Blues to a PTO prior to the 2025 training camp. The 6'3", 240-pound forward appeared in 4 preseason games, posting a goal and assist before being sidelined with a lower body injury. Upon recovery, Lucic joined the Blues AHL affiliate, the Springfield Thunderbirds, and logged 1 assist and 4 penalty minutes in 5 games. So Lucic no longer with the Blues. Marsh, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like this team is missing grit right now, and that sort of plays into this conversation that we're about to have. So I'm surprised that he never really got a look based on the conversations that we had at the beginning of the season. But, maybe he just simply wasn't good enough and wasn't at the speed that they want him at to ultimately bring him up to the NHL. Or maybe it's something else. I'm not really too sure right now. But, I think it's interesting, to say the least. But I feel like if he was going to come up, he would have been up by now, especially with where the team's at.
No kidding. I mean, the losses continue to compile, and maybe he went to the Blues and said, look, if you're not going to bring me up, then just let me go. Let me go.
Yeah. Who knows?
That I don't know, but we do know that the Lucic experiment is officially over. So PTO contract, that's it. That's done. He is no longer with the Blues. Okay, Marsh, you had an idea of the ultimate issue. What is the ultimate issue right now with the Blues? But you're structuring it here so that we can't just ramble on and on and on. We have to choose one thing. So let's just redefine this. The biggest issue right now for the Blues. What do you think is the number one thing that is preventing the Blues from sustaining any sort of success?
For me, it's they're not playing a full 60 minutes. There's times throughout, pick a game where you're like, okay, like I see it starting to build a little bit. And then next period rolls around, they're a completely different team. So the ability to play a full 60, and sometimes they are playing very well, and they'll be up by 2 goals or 1 goal or whatever it is, and they end up losing because they're not playing a full 60 minutes. We just really haven't seen that all season long. Minus maybe a few games. But, I mean, even that, like, pick a game. It's just not there. The full 60's not there. It's tough to watch.
Carey, the number one issue.
I guess I don't want to say grit, but I think it's similar to what Marcia is saying, like just the will to do the things that are not, I guess, pretty or ideal, like not sexy, like doing the hard things for extended period of time and working through the hard things. I think if I have to hear net front presence again in my life, it's ridiculous. Why don't you want to stand in front of the net if you can score there?
Right.
Why don't you want to be more physical? Why don't you want to be locked in? So I guess it's just the will to do the things that are hard for a full 60 minutes. I guess similar to what Marcia is saying.
For me, it is, and I've talked about this before, the lack of a structure that also I think plays into the lack of an identity. But I'll just stay with structure since identity can be overdone, overused. I think the structure, they don't defend the middle of the ice well, which includes, of course, both blue lines and the slot. They continue to get pushed around or just leave guys flat wide open in the slot for easy opportunities. They are short on support when it comes to bringing the puck into their offensive zone. The puck carrier rarely has options like other teams do. I think the strong side, they don't outnumber teams offensively, and I think they leave the backside open too consistently for golden scoring opportunities. They lack overall structure. I think they defend too much. They get worn down. And that's why they either blow leads or they can't come back in games. I think they're gassed by the third period.
We get a text from Chunk in the Chuck. The Blues are not playing a mature hockey game.
I agree.
AKA not getting pucks in deep when needed, or playing a full game, or making the right play, not just a play.
It's like the fundamentals, right? Like flat out, do you play even bad teams? Actually, you know what? Strike that. Even teams that are that they're not talented. If they play structured, fundamental hockey, they'll at least be competitive.
Sometimes teams that aren't talented have to, though. And
You're
maybe that's
right.
one of the issues. Like, you get to a point where you feel like we have all this talent. We can be creative. We can do, and there is a fine line in coaching in allowing your players to be creative, but also demanding them to play inside of the structure that you have set forth for that team.
Sure.
Because you do have to be able to balance both. You don't ever want to take away a player's creativity. You don't want to say, "Oh, don't do that, don't do this," because that's what comes naturally to him.
Yeah.
And when you take that away, now that player starts thinking more, and he's instead of just responding or reacting to what feels natural. But you also have to be willing in your creativity to play within the structure of what we're trying to do. And if those two things aren't, if there's a constant battle there, then you'll never get things accomplished the way that they need to get accomplished. And for all that happened, I mean, they had a chance to. Dylan Holloway had he was right there. It slid right through his legs in the end of the third period. Right, you're 6-on-4. You have a great opportunity. I think Robert Thomas sent it right to him, and he just missed it. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
But good teams aren't in that position to have to get back into that game to begin with, like playing within the structure and playing with creativity and balancing and meshing those two things. That's on the players and the coaches. And as a coach, you have to have structure for what you do, because everybody does not have the creativity level of other players. So the really good players have to work within the whatever restrictions are they feeling. They have to work within those and try to be the best teammate that they can be.
Yeah, I agree. We got the Gauntlet next. Do we have a Gauntlet contestant, Marsh?
Yes, we do.
All right, so we'll play the Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
407, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. We welcome in Jeff to the program. What's up, Jeff?
Oh, not much. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, or me in round one?
Let's go with Marsh.
Oh, okay. Andrew Marsh. Sounds good. So what will happen here is that you're going to tell Marsh to spin that wheel, and then we're going to kick him out of here, and he'll go to the cone of silence. Sound good?
Sounds good. Spin that wheel.
All right, Marsh. Wheel has been spun. Now he needs to get out of here. Jeff, what are you hoping for? What category?
Anything, I guess, but football and baseball. So I guess at least hockey and random.
Okay. Now, Carey, you can see the wheel.
Jeff, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is football.
All righty.
All right.
Well, two options there for the wheel, and the wheel told you to go faster than yourself. So
pretty much.
All right.
Sure did.
That's all right, Jeff. You're going to be great today. Out of all the categories, Marsh knows his football, but hockey, baseball, he's got a weird mind for that stuff. You might be okay. All right, each question is worth 2 points today, Jeff. If you need the options, those options create that question to be worth 1 point. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. Now, this is for Week 11 in the NFL. Week 11. I think we just got done with Week 12.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so apparently we haven't had football in a while.
Yeah.
How many games went to overtime in Week 11?
Let's go with one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Question number 2. Through Week 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba is leading the NFL in receiving yards. Who is second in receiving yards in the NFL?
Options.
Is it Jamar Chase, George Pickens, or Puka Nacua?
Let's go with the Puka Nacua. Final answer.
All right. Question 3. Despite having the most receiving yards in the league, Jackson Smith-Njigba only has 5 receiving touchdowns on the season. Who leads the league in that category with 10 receiving touchdowns?
Options.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, or Trey McBride?
Let's go with Adams. Final answer.
Final question. The 9-2 New England Patriots have lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers and which other team this season?
Options.
Is it the Baltimore Ravens, the Las Vegas Raiders, or the Denver Broncos?
The Broncos. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Marsh from the cone of silence right now. Jeff, I know you didn't want football, and then it got thrown off a little bit with the Week 11 questions, but how you feeling?
Maybe next time.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Marsh has got his headphones on right now. Marsh, how was the cone of silence?
Oh, it was good. Just hanging out with Ryder, Jackson, T-Bone's in the other room, in the other studio.
Packed
We're
out.
just chatting. Little producer party.
All right. Marsh, your category is football.
Okay.
Be warned, the questions are like Week 11, after Week 11.
Marsh.
Okay.
Pack a lunch.
Okay.
Yeah. How many games went to overtime in Week 11?
What?
So we just got done with Week 12. This is Week 11.
Okay. Trying to put myself back into this stinks though, because it was a couple weeks ago. I don't even know. Let's take the options. I don't know.
1, 2, or 3?
Overtime. Okay, so I know at least one went to overtime, and that was the Atlanta and Indianapolis game. I know that for sure. Did any other game go to overtime? Sunday Night Football, I don't think so. But that was the week that we were like, these games were kind of boring. Chicago and New York, that game almost went to over. I'm going to go with 1. I'm going to say 1, final answer.
Question number 2. Through week 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba is leading the NFL in receiving yards. Who is second in receiving yards in the NFL?
Receiving yards. Ooh. Man, I think it's either... You'd think it might be somebody on the Rams, either Puka Nacua or Devontae Adams. Let's use the options.
Jamar Chase, George Pickens, or Puka Nacua?
Oh, man, I don't think it's Chase. It's either Nacua or George Pickens, and Pickens was getting a lot of targets when CeeDee Lamb was out. A lot of deep balls. Nakua's been injured. I'll go with George Pickens. Final answer.
Despite having the most receiving yards in the league following Week 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba only had 5 receiving touchdowns on the season. Who led the league in that category with 10 receiving touchdowns after Week 11?
I'm going to go with Devontae Adams because in his 11th game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he scored on that fade. He ended up picking up his 11th touchdown. So I'll go with Devontae Adams. Final answer.
Final question. The 9-2 New England Patriots have lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers and which other team this season?
It's a tough one looking back on it because this team stinks. Give me the Raiders. Final answer.
If CD was in charge of the NFL, he would not be able to get past that Patriots L.
Bad loss, man.
Be worse than Florida State. That'd be losing to like Buffalo.
Kent State, UMass.
Yeah, UMass. All right, let's go over these. Jeff didn't want football. He got it. And the questions were old, so kind of a rough one. All right, how many games went to overtime last week, which would have been week 11 when these were written? Jeff, without the options, said 1. Marsh, with the options, said 1. Correct answer is
2.
Oh, what was the other game?
You know what's funny? You said Atlanta and Indy.
Yeah.
Going to overtime.
Yeah.
That was in week 10.
Oh, was it?
Week 11. Gosh. The Commanders, and there's two bits of irony here.
Oh, man.
That Falcons-Colts game was played overseas.
Yeah.
It did go to overtime. But in Week 11, the Commanders and Dolphins went to overtime.
Oh, that's right.
In an overseas game.
Yeah.
The other bit of irony, Atlanta also went to overtime against Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
In Week 11. So you're right. With the Falcons going to OT, just had the wrong week. Either way, we have a 0-0 tie. Through Week 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba is leading the NFL in receiving yards. Who is second in receiving yards? Jeff went with Puka Nacua. You went with George Pickens. Correct answer is
George Pickens.
And George Pickens is still second, by the way, in receiving yards. So Marsh up 1-0. Despite having the most receiving yards in the league, Jackson Smith-Njigba only has 5 receiving touchdowns on the season, who leads the league in that category with 10 receiving touchdowns after Week 11. Jeff went with Devontae Adams. Marsh went with Devontae Adams. Correct answer is
Devontae Adams,
who is still leading the league in receiving touchdowns with 12 now. He added 2 more this past week. Jeff, though, needed the options. Marsh did not. Marsh up 3-1. The 9-2 New England Patriots have lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. In which other team this season? Jeff went with the Broncos. Marsh went with the Raiders. Correct answer is
the Raiders.
Raiders week 1. Jeff.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Not today.
Jeff, I feel bad for you, man. You didn't want football. You kind of resigned to your fate there. You kind of knew it was a rough one. I feel bad. The questions were outdated. Sorry, man. I hope you text in again, and we'll get you on again.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys, and I watch you guys daily. So.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate
Jeff.
you. Yeah,
Appreciate
seriously.
it.
Text in again. We'll have you back on. We'd love to have you back on, all right?
All right, you guys have a good one.
You
Thank
too.
Thanks, Jeff.
I hear the pain in Jeff's voice. I hear how distraught
What did he
is.
say when you said, how do you fix it?
He goes,
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Jeff knew.
He knew.
Yeah, those were tough questions especially if they're week 11. I don't even know what happened yesterday or 2 days ago.
No, you don't even know what I teased. Last segment.
Valid point. What did you tease?
Gauntlet.
Oh, we're in it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, very quick bet the board next on 101 ESPN. All right, we got Bet the Board ahead of visiting with Katie Wu, Cardinals insider with The Athletic, who will break down some of the things that we discussed today regarding that Sonny Gray deal. Marsh, what are our latest standings in Bet the Board?
All right, I have 12 points. Man. Anthony, you have 9. Carey and Jamie still at 5.
Marsh is running away with it, man.
No doubt.
It's over. It's a wrap. And tomorrow's the last day.
I wish you hadn't said anything. Marsh would have forgot.
Damn.
No, I wouldn't have.
He might have.
He might have.
Nah.
Remember that one time that you were like,
It was a long time ago, Anthony. I've learned from that.
It's the last day.
because it was Freedom Friday. He goes, it's the end of the month. I'm going to use my parlay. Lars, we got 4 days next week. You did, though. You're right. You learned from it. You're Heim Bloom. After the Mookie Betts deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marsh, what's your play?
I'm looking at Maction tonight. There's really not a lot of sports going on. Only one NHL game, only a few NBA games. You got some college basketball games, but I'm looking at the MAC tonight, Anthony.
Of course you are.
Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan. I'm looking at the alternate spread for Western Michigan. -7.5 at -137.
Is that just as bad as going against your Central Michigan?
Yeah, he led off last week by pulling this garbage.
Now he's rooting for the
he's rooting for the opposition.
Broncos.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
What is Eastern Michigan?
You tell me. Come on. You know it.
Eagles.
Yep, nailed it. Who I will be taking tonight on the alt spread. Give me the Eastern Michigan Eagles at +11.5 on the alt spread at -142.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Luka Doncic over 49.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Nice.
-126. And Marcia, Jamie texted you, right?
Yeah. What? I don't get this one from Jamie at all. I don't understand it. I don't know where his head's at on this, but go ahead, Marcia, tell me.
So Jamie loves Maction, much like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a game going on right now.
What?
Yeah, it's Bowling Green and UMass, and Jamie did not end up winning the last time he went with the UMass money line, but he's going to try and do that right now. They're only down by 21 in the second half, but he believes that they'll make a massive comeback and win said game with the odds at +6,000.
That's crazy because we don't get extra points for big plays, but maybe he thinks we do. He knows he's trailing, so maybe that's
his mind is, man.
That's what he was thinking. So UMass, the Minutemen have not won a game this season.
No,
this is their last chance because obviously not bowl eligible at 0-11. He thinks he being Jamie, that UMass will storm back against the Bowling Green
Bowlers.
Falcons. That's correct.
Eddie George.
Yeah, he's the head coach there.
He had a crazy play last night and almost came to fruition. So,
that's true.
Yeah, he took Syracuse on the money line. They were plus 700, 800.
Plus a lot.
And they took that game into overtime.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, make sure that read those text messages better next time for Jamie.
Well, I read it. He just had a
he had a hunch.
He had a hunch, and it almost came true.
That's crazy.
While we have a second here, the Guns N' Roses ticket giveaway. We had asked the question of where is Axl Rose from? Correct answer is Lafayette, Indiana. Lafayette, Indiana is where Axl Rose is from. Yeah. West Lafayette is where Purdue is.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've got a
difference. I don't know what the difference is.
Katie Woo's going to join us next. We'll ask her thoughts on the Sonny Gray deal and what's coming up next in terms of Heim Bloom's moves. Katie Woo, Cardinals insider from The Athletic, joins us next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
There's nothing like watching Thanksgiving football, but for football fans in Missouri, this year, FanDuel is about to make it even better because with points giving, all FanDuel customers in Missouri get $1 in bonus bets for every point scored in the Chiefs versus Cowboys game. So, for example, if the final score is 24-21, you'd get $45 in bonus bets. It doesn't matter if you've already signed up for FanDuel or you've been waiting for the right moment to join. Just head to FanDuel.com/Missouri to get in on the action in Missouri. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri to score bonus bets for every point scored in the Chiefs versus Cowboys game. Enjoy a football feast with points giving on FanDuel coming soon to Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The big news of the day, the Cardinals trade Sonny Gray to the Boston Red Sox. Katie Woo will join us next to dive into the trade, as well as Chaim Bloom's thoughts on the Cardinals offseason. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
As Andrew Marsh just noted in the Sports Center update, we have Katie Woo, Cardinals insider with The Athletic, joining us right now via the Collier and Thompson phone line with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Katie, how are you?
I'm great, guys. How are you? It's been a minute.
I know. We always we know that BK and Ferrario and T-Bone usually have you on, and we don't want to steal you, although we do. So we appreciate you joining us here in the Fast Lane a little bit later on in the day.
Anytime, guys. Anytime. Plus, BK usually has some sort of outrageous take anyway. So
I mean, typically that fits him absolutely. So, Katie, I want to start here with the Sonny Gray trade. What do you think the number one thing that Chaim Bloom accomplished was today?
You know what? This is his first significant move for Chaim Bloom as president of baseball operations, and we can go back and forth about the return. We can go about the money included in the deal. I think from a big picture perspective, the most important thing Chaim Bloom accomplished today was backing up the sentiment that he established at his end-of-year press conference. I'm paraphrasing here, but in his first public comments when he took over the position, he said that they're not going to concede anything when it comes to next year's Major League roster, but that when it comes to long-term decisions versus short-term sacrifices, they are going to be willing to make those short-term sacrifices to make sure that they stick to their commitment of building a perennial contender through the drafting and developing process. This trade backs that up entirely. Moving on from Sonny Gray in his final year of his contract, said he would consider waiving his no-trade clause at the end of the year and landing 2 pitching talents, one that's ready for the major leagues, one that is a very exciting talent to develop. That pretty much embodies exactly the kind of moves the Cardinals should be making if they are serious about trying to reestablish their success through the drafting and developing process. It's a lot different trade than we're accustomed to seeing here in St. Louis, but in my opinion, it's exactly what needs to happen here. And I think Chaim went out there, and the fact that this is his first move that he made and it backs up the very first thing he said to Cardinals fans should buy a little bit of faith from this fan base going forward.
Katie, I'm looking at the date, and it's November 25th. How refreshing is it to actually have some news to write about or talk about this early? And do you feel like this kind of signals a shift in what we've been accustomed to?
Guys, it caught me so off guard. We just didn't do it. I forgot what this was like. I was just walking back from the gym, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I have to go home. But this is exactly, I think, what the Cardinals should be doing. Look, we know that they are going to be one of the more active teams when it comes to trades. Again, not necessarily to improve the Major League roster for 2026, but they have a lot of players that teams are interested in. And while this organization has avoided the terming this outright as a rebuild, probably because it doesn't need to be a traditional rebuild, it's definitely headed in that direction. Anytime you're prioritizing young talent and getting rid of veteran contracts, veteran players, that's essentially what a rebuild is. We're going to see a lot more of that. I for one, think that the Cardinals have done a nice job of pretty much hitting the ground running. A lot of the things that they've done in October and November don't necessarily reflect on the Major League roster. We know they're continuing to expand to the player development department. We know that they're adding resources to both the pro scouting department and the international scouting department. We saw some 40-man roster changes, but this one being, again, the first significant move, I think captures a lot of attention because it says basically what we just talked about. The Cardinals are here to make moves that might not be popular for 2026 success, but they are committed to their long-term approach of returning success here in St. Louis. This trade accomplished that. We're
chatting with Katie Wu of The Athletic. She does a great job covering the Cardinals for the Athletic. She joins us right now on the Fast Line on 101 ESPN. Katie, Carey and I touched upon this earlier in the show. It seems like Chaim Bloom has got really the same goals that he did when he first got to Boston, which is move expensive aging assets at peak value, which is what he did today with Sonny Gray. The other thing was stockpile prospects, but more specifically stockpile pitching prospects. I know it's hard to project what he could be looking for in other deals, whether it's Arenado or even Brendan Donovan. But do you think he'll continue to look at young pitching prospects and develop kind of a pipeline like they did in Tampa Bay when he was with the Rays?
Look, it's no secret the Cardinals need as much pitching depth as possible. When you look at how that current starting rotation projects without Gray, it is a little grim, to say the least.
Sure.
But I do think while there is a need to look at for, major league ready pitching or upper tier minor league ready pitching, Bloom is going to take what's best available because he has the assets that will lead to that. Teams are calling consistently on Brendan Donovan, as we know. All of the lefties really are garnering some sort of interest, whether it's Burleson, Newbar, Gorman. Jojo Romero continues to get some interest there. Like, they have pieces to move, and that's going to play into the Cardinals' advantage. They're going to really take advantage of a seller's market, one especially so going into the winter meetings. So they don't have to really fine-tune or pick through the package there. They can essentially look for what's best available. And again, the Cardinals aren't going out there, hopefully, rolling out a 70-win team next year. They still want to compete to their best ability, but not at the expense of deterring from the long-term goal, right? So we are looking at a combination of some sort of major league ready talent, along with any kind of pitching help that can help you in the future. Essentially, exactly what we saw on the return here for Sonny Gray. And something that I think is super notable about this trade is the amount of money that the Cardinals included in the deal. Spending $20 million in any trade is not something that we've seen ownership do really at all. And it was a big deterrent in trading Arenado last year. Ownership did not let John Mozeliak really take on any additional money in any trades for him. That they're willing to send $20 million to me signals two things. One, ownership is behind Bloom and is committed to working with him to his goals. Two, they're also willing to include money in an Arenado deal, so we could be having a very similar discussion about this once his market picks up as well.
Yeah, good points.
Katie, they are obviously, you mentioned probably not done. Brendan Donovan, maybe Wilson Contreras, probably Arenado. Do you see any of these younger players coming up sooner? Is J.J. Weatherholt going to be on the opening day roster? Will we get to see Quinn Matthews or Liam Doyle? Do you see any of these younger players kind of filling those voids that these veteran players may be leaving?
Of those three, it's easier to project the position player for two reasons. One, pitching prospects, because they are so sacred, especially in this organization when there aren't very many. This organization has already said, Chaim Bloom has already said, they're not going to rush their top pitching prospects up to the big leagues out of need. That's probably the worst thing you can do for a long-term focus. J.J. Weatherholt's a different story because you could have made the argument that if the front office situation wasn't what it was at the end of the 2025 season in terms of the transition, that he should have been up here in September when rosters expanded. He was just named the organization's minor league player of the year. He's been playing a lot more third base, and my understanding is that makes him more versatile to give him a spot to land on the opening day roster next year. And I think that's why you're going to, especially as we get closer to the winter meetings, see a lot more conversation around the four lefty hitters we just talked about. Between Brendan Donovan, Alec Burleson, Lars Nootbaar, and Nolan Gorman, the Cardinals are looking to trade two of those four. Who that comes down to depends on the return. I know that they are looking at Donovan and Burleson as players they can build around, and those are kind of guys that have solidified their positions next year should they be on the roster. Does that make Nootbaar and Gorman a little bit more expendable? We'll see, but no one is really off the table when it comes there. The only thing that really needs to happen that St. Louis is looking at is creating a little bit more roster flexibility and moving on from some of the lefties. This is good news for Cardinals fans if you're looking at the return because there is such heavy interest, but of course it is hard to see any of those names leave St. Louis.
Katie, I know that this is long term, right? Like we're looking at this long term, but Carey just asked you about next season. The other aspect of this is that you just dealt Sonny Gray, who was your number one last year. So while they're not looking necessarily to be a playoff team next year, what do you think this starting rotation looks like?
Ooh, it looks like there's some work to be done before pitchers and catchers report.
You're being kind.
Right now we had time's ticking, you guys. We had a Zoom call with Chaim earlier this afternoon, and the current rotation projects in some fashion Michael McGreevy, Matthew Liberatore, Andre Palante, Kyle Leahy, and newly acquired Richard Fitz. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that is not what the opening day rotation is going to look like. I'm intrigued to see what Leahy looks like as a starter. We saw that come out at the end of last season that the Cardinals were looking to transition him into a starter's role. He certainly has the arsenal and the makeup to do it. Michael McGreevy and Matthew Liberatore showed they can post. You need to see better results from Andre Palante. What we're seeing out of those names here, the rotation full of number 4 or 5 starters. That's not going to cut it. I would expect, while the Cardinals are not going to go out there and trade or sign for any of the available free agent aces, if you will, they will look to add a veteran pitcher, whether that's through free agency or through a trade, to kind of anchor the rotation, provide some innings, provide some durability. But they're not going to do so at the expense, and this goes back to Carey's point, of blocking some of their young talent. Liam Doyle is legit. Quinn Matthews is legit. Bryson Motts is another name to watch. These guys might not be ready at the start of the season, but the Cardinals aren't going to go out and sign some lucrative contract that will ultimately block these guys when they're not ready. You're looking for more cost-effective, proven durability options. Think what the Cardinals usually sign as relievers. Now transition that to the starter version of that, and that's what I think they're going to look for.
Katie, obviously the upside for Clark, and then you get Fitz as well. They both had some injury history. Are there any concerns about those injuries maybe lingering? I know Chaim Bloom said that the nerve issue for Fitz was kind of resolved, and I think Clark had some blisters and things like that. Are there any concerns about any of the injury history that these two have had?
I think that there's always some sort of concern whenever you bring in a pitcher, no matter where they are in their careers, because pitching injuries are so common this day and age in Major League Baseball. But I don't think this trade would have gone through if there was any major concern. Obviously, there is the familiarity with Chaim Bloom here. He's dealing with prospects that he knows well, given his 4 years in the Red Sox organization, and he knows exactly what he's getting here. I think this is a trade that makes a lot of sense here. I don't think there are any true injury concerns, and I don't think this trade would have gone through if there was.
Katie, we'll let you go. We appreciate the time. We know it's been a busy day, and maybe it'll be a busy off season too. So if BK and Ferrario don't mind, we'd love to have you on again soon.
You got it, guys. Call anytime.
Awesome.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Katie.
See you, Katie.
That's Katie Wu of The Athletic. She does a great job covering the team, and I'm sure there was a little bit of a jolt for her to be like, oh, wait, okay, this is, wow.
I mean,
I got to get to work here.
November 25th. You don't get that. I haven't heard news about the Cardinals. Hell, we didn't even get a postseason meeting, a press conference one year. Like, it's nothing. They just said, go fast lane yourself, fans.
They did. Yeah.
Get the hell out. Now get out of here.
Yeah.
Season's over.
Don't beat it.
Beat it. So
you got what you came for? No, we didn't.
I didn't actually.
Yeah.
I wanted more. I need more.
One of our wins.
So I think it's great. I think Chaim Bloom, I think it's a breath of fresh air to kind of have something to talk about as you go into the winter months, and knowing that in years past it was just going to be kind of ho-hum.
Yeah.
You didn't expect anything, don't expect anything, don't wait for anything. And now with this move, you're probably sitting, eagerly waiting to see what's next. Mm-hmm. Because if she's saying, 4 of those guys are being talked about, and more than likely 2 of them would be moved of the left-handed hitters, okay, well, now I want to know.
Yeah.
Lars is injured. Are they going to trade him? Well, what's the return? And Alec Burleson, he's a St. Louis Star. Why would you get rid of him? Right? There are so many questions. That wasn't a shot at you. There are so many questions. I believe he's a St. Louis Star. There are so many questions. He's a St. Louis Star. There are so many questions.
St. Louis Slugger. That's what he is.
Yeah, he is. But there are. I mean, now I'm intrigued. Is Wilson Contreras going to say, yeah, okay, I'll leave too. I'll get out of here? Like, what's next? And I think Chaim Bloom has kind of set the bar for a level of excitement that we haven't had in an offseason for sure. Yeah. Damn sure not in the regular season, but in the offseason.
Isn't that sad, too?
That's sad,
it's just
man.
All we're really talking about is just being active.
Give me something, man.
Just being active. We're not even talking about, like, bringing in like exciting top flight players. We're just talking about any sort of activity.
Anything.
Boy, we're
starving.
We are a wounded.
We're starving.
We're a wounded X right now.
We like transactions.
Yeah, there we do. All right, that was Marsh that just said that. And he's got what's trending next on 101 ESPN. This is a great week to try Underdog if you haven't already, because it's Feast Week. It's back at Underdog, and what Feast Week is that from November 26th through November 30th, you can check the app for daily special promotions. So they've got certain promotions. For example, this is just an NBA example. They got a Steph Curry gimme right now, which is that as long as he just records a point, a rebound, or assist, you can make that a part of your entry. Yeah. Those are the type of promotions going on right now at Underdog, and the ones for Feast Week are going to be even better than one I just read. So make sure you sign up with Underdog. I got a special bonus entry for you if you use my promo code, which I'll give you in a second. But playing at Underdog, it's easy, and we got all kinds of great action this weekend. You got Packers and Lions, Chiefs and Cowboys, Bengals with Joe Burrow expected to be back at the Ravens. Those are just the Thanksgiving Day games. Of course, you got Chicago and Philly in what might be a defensive struggle. Might want to lean towards some lowers on that, right? Like 74.5 rush yards for Saquon Barkley. He admitted that he's struggling. Let's go lower than 74.5 rushing yards for somebody that says he's in a bit of a funk. Jalen Hurts, though, I think he goes higher than 31.5 rushing yards. And I think that the Eagles at least keep Caleb Williams in check. Let's go lower than 1.5 passing touchdowns for Caleb Williams. But that's just the Friday game. Again, you can play Thanksgiving, Feast Week, special promos. It's all at Underdog. Download the app today. Sign up with my apply. Promo code Anthony. That's it. First name. So you have to remember to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, use that promo code Anthony at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money right here in Missouri. You must be 18 or older, present Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org.
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN.
Thank you, Marsh.
What?
Said welcome back. Said thank you.
You're welcome.
You never know with this guy.
Well, I'm just, that he's never. I say the same thing every single time. I've never gotten a thank you.
Stay on your toes.
I figured now's the best time to thank you. I never have.
Because he was such a jerk earlier. He's trying to get us back in his good graces.
No, because it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh.
Anthony, I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for you, Marsh.
I appreciate that. Carey, I'm thankful for you, too, so you don't feel left out.
Carey, thankful for you.
Same here. You guys are awesome, man.
No.
You guys thankful for Jamie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys should check your text messages. Jamie just sent us one.
Did he?
Oh, man.
That doesn't look like UMass on the money line. Huh.
You want to tell him that?
He's listening.
That'll be fine.
What's the score to that UMass game now?
They scored.
Crazy. Did they score?
They also allowed another touchdown. I think it's 28-7.
They're fighting. That's one thing about those Minutemen. They will not give up.
No, sir.
They'll give you everything they got. Now, they don't got much to give, Anthony.
Yeah, which is very true.
But they will give you, and they're marching now. They're in the red zone.
Okay, so this is a storm coming.
They're on their way. A point storm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, Marsh.
Yeah.
You had stuff for us.
Yeah, I did. One thing that I'm thankful for is that we have some action when it comes to Major League Baseball and our St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just talked with Katie Wu about the Sonny Gray trade, and we've been asking the people for some mic drops. Well, we did get a mic drop from Andrew. Not me, of course, a different Andrew. Raising Cane's Andrew.
Hey. Andrew.
But he says something at the end of this mic drop that I want to talk about. So let's take a listen, and then we shall discuss.
You're not wrong on this one, Anthony.
Thank you.
But CD, my second favorite guy with those initials, CD, you're wrong. I don't care what guys that they acquire. If it's all left-handed pitching, fine. If it's all right-handed pitching, fine. They're just going after the best available talent. Regardless, if they're a right-hander or left-hander, it doesn't matter. But you're right. You gotta acquire a power bat at some time or develop it from within.
Did I say they shouldn't get left-handed pitching? I think Andrew might have heard me wrong. I thought it was cool that they were getting left-handed pitching.
Yeah.
You know, some teams don't play the best players when they got left-handed batters, left-handed pitchers on.
What? Who wouldn't do that?
Some teams. Some teams sit down silver sluggers when they got a lefty to.
Nah. Not winning ones. Not winning teams, CD. Not winning teams.
Okay.
But no, I don't. With all due respect to our guy Andrew, I love Andrew, but I don't remember you.
I think I just mentioned that they had some left-handed pitching, which I didn't have an issue with at all. But
why would you?
I am all for getting the best players in return. We talked about this with the potential Brendan Donovan trade. What would make you feel comfortable? And I think you said you would be uncomfortable if, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think you said you'd be uncomfortable if they weren't people that were AAA caliber players. If they
I would prefer it.
Yeah, but what if they are high level, high prospect guys that, again.
Then ultimately, great.
I think Chaim Bloom is going to be awesome at this job. I think at some point he should tell the Cardinal fan base that 2026 is not your year. And he should say it just like that.
Wow.
Do you think 2026 is your year, Anthony?
My year? Absolutely.
Not yours. Your St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, no. God, no.
Yeah. Me neither. So, yeah.
So I want to focus on what he said at the end, though, where he talked about getting that bat. And yeah, the Cardinals could use another one of those. But where is that on the priority list right now for Chaim Bloom? Or do you think maybe they have one in waiting?
I would assume that if it comes, it comes. Like as you're building this roster, and maybe it's not. Maybe you're hoping that Alec Burleson takes another step forward if he's on the team. Maybe you're hoping that Ivan Herrera takes another step forward this year, and you can start to build. If Wilson Contreras is here or not, you hope that bat is still prominent in your lineup, and then maybe and there's a lot of hope. I get it. There's a lot of hope. It's a lot of hope, man. It's not so much hope for Burley and Herrera, but you gotta hopefully, another word.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
I tried to find a synonym.
I know. But you just rolled with it.
You could say wish. You could wish.
You could wish, or you could hope that Jordan Walker or Lars Nootbaar stays healthy if he's on the roster. And Jordan Walker becomes what everyone said he was going to be. Like, there's a lot of hoping.
Yeah.
But if you're stockpiling pitching, with which my guy Anthony Stalter, man, I'm telling you, man, this man knows his ball. He knows ball. He knows ball.
Thank you.
He told me.
Baseball and football.
That
guy coached a winning flag football team.
I did, yeah. We won the championship.
Now, I'm proud of Anthony. I'm proud of Anthony because he did dial back the playbook,
I did.
It's about structure, Anthony.
Yeah.
We established that earlier, and you're a part of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And he came in with 45 plays one day, Anthony.
I got it down to 18.
It's way too many, sir.
Yeah.
So,
I got it down to 18.
Good for you.
Ask me how many I used.
Champion. How many?
About 8. It is amazing. Like, I went back through and I'm like, nope, didn't use it. No. I used the ones that worked.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that I think the Cardinals are of the mindset that maybe some of this younger talent will reach their full potential at some point, and then maybe you don't have to go out and get a bat for $45-50 million a year.
Or maybe you do, though. You know, you save some money. You don't have to acquire a pitcher, right? You have that built within what you're doing right now. You have some good complementary pieces that are moving forward with the organization. And when you are ready to win, you go out and you acquire, much like maybe what the Cubs did this year, where you get a Kyle Tucker or something like that. Or maybe you sign a guy instead of trading for him. So you don't end up in the Marcell Ozuna fiasco that occurred.
Yeah, let's avoid that.
Absolutely. So within a couple of years, maybe you do end up getting that bat when you are ready to contend. But they're not there right now.
Hopefully that bat. Here's the best case scenario. You draft that bat.
Yeah.
Or you sign that bat on the international market.
Yeah. Maybe they already did.
Maybe. But what I'm saying is,
hopefully,
you need that cost control. So you don't have to spend $350 million for a player whose best seasons are probably well behind him.
Agreed.
And then you get two of those good years as opposed and sign them for 6. It's not a great business model if you're a team like the Cardinals. Dodgers, go for it, man. Knock yourself out. You got all the money in the world. But Cardinals, not so much.
They feel like a crab sandwich.
No. DLW in the 1904 in the snake pits at the UMass.
They just
scored again.
Hey, 2 touchdowns.
It's
28-14. Did they get the
half.
ball back after half?
I don't know.
We could be in for we could be in this could be a problem.
I mean, this could be it.
This could be the Minutemen. They do get the ball at half.
Oh,
they
Jamie
got momentum
was on something
now.
today.
And here's the thing, Anthony. It's not like Bowling Green is a
no, sir. They are not. They are not the Western Michigan, Central Michigan Toledos of the MAC. You know what I mean?
They're 3-8.
Ohio. Yeah. If it's Ohio, you're like, okay, it's a wrap. CMU. As much as I hate the Broncos, if it's Western Michigan, it's a wrap, right? But Bowling Green?
Yeah.
No. We're talking about the Rutgers of the MAC.
Ooh.
Man, Rutgers got a pretty good quarterback.
They had a good running back, too.
I like that kid.
On Chicago.
We're talking about the Maryland of the MAC.
He got a really good quarterback, too. Freshman quarterback, Malik Washington, going to be a stud. Trust me.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. While we're on it,
They're
Big
not,
Ten, the Big Ten got some of the best players
They're the
in
Michigan
football.
State. They're the Michigan State.
Now, they stink.
MAC.
I was going to say
stink.
Wisconsin.
Nah, Bowling Green doesn't have the defense.
Really? Really, Marsh?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Oh,
Are you trying to hurt this man?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he's trying to hurt him.
If you're trying to hurt me, you did. Michigan State got a pretty good quarterback too.
Okay, just stop it.
Nah, he's a good athlete.
You can't have all the quarterbacks in the Big Ten.
I mean, all the quarterbacks in the Big Ten are really good. Not all of them, but most of them.
I saw Wisconsin's QB play.
You saw Jaden Mayava? He's
yeah, he may have had an okay Saturday night, but
he had 92 yards passing, I think.
That's a couple more than J.J. McCarthy did in the NFL.
I gotta be honest, that's rough, man. That's real
How do you
rough.
lose? Oh
I don't know.
It's so frustrating.
Okay, we have your mic drops for the Sonny Gray trade coming up at 5:15. But
it's time.
It's time. It's time for the stack up, boys.
Yes.
Oh,
you guys ready?
I'm born ready.
Some of the more entertaining radio or irritating radio that you'll ever hear on a Tuesday. That's next on 101 ESPN. Love talking to my guy, Stewie, who's on the line right now. And Stewie, as I reflect back on the year, I start to think about ways that maybe smarter things I could have done, especially with my money. And as other people look back on the year, what are ways that we could do to increase the quality of life for our family?
All right, Anthony, this is a big question. During the year, we're moving fast, lots of stuff happening. We're really not taking the time to think about what we can do to improve the quality of life for us and our family. Well, the holidays are here. Maybe it's time to start thinking about it. Maybe reduce the rate and get a lower payment. Maybe take cash out to do that special project or consolidate debt, or maybe even to buy the house that you really wanted to buy. This is the time to think about it, but you got to make it happen. You have to take action to make it happen. If you work now, by the time New Year's comes around, you've set the parameter for a better quality of life. And that's what we want to do with you, and that's what life's all about.
And the thing is, though, you got to pick up the phone. You got to call or text Stewie. And you might be saying, well, text, what do you mean? He hands out his personal cell phone number because he wants you to call or text him at your convenience. But he also wants you to make sure that you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you. So pick up the phone, call or text 314-324-4440. Again, 314-324-4440. Call, text, doesn't matter, day, night. But take advantage of those opportunities. Set yourself up better. Set your family up better in 2026 and beyond with the help of Stewie. You can always Google the bagel loan if you missed that phone number. Stewie, keep up the great work. Great seeing you today.
Anthony, happy Turkey Day.
NMLS number 226715.
Stack up! 505, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. As regular listeners know, this show has a lot of bitterness. A lot of bitterness. A lot of bitterness toward each other.
Spite.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of it comes right here in our stack up. The 10 best teams in the National Football League. One of us presents a team that they want to be ranked 1 through 10, and the rest of us see if we have some sort of cohesion.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready?
Sure.
Let's do that. Let's do that stack up. Number one should be easy. I present to you guys the LA Rams.
Hey, all right.
I also have LA.
I mean, it's kind of, there you go.
Come
Nice.
together. Good job, guys.
Might be
Marcy,
the only time.
You're not coming together?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to come together for
come
the
together.
Rams.
Yeah,
I don't
I
like
hear
them.
you. Yeah, all right.
But,
Just, we just did it for the fast.
This is
lane.
our
We're gonna do it
honest
for the
take,
Rams.
though, right?
Yes.
Like, we don't like the
They're
Rams.
the best team.
They are. They're the best team. Yep.
Who you got number 2?
Well, Carey, you present.
I got the New England Patriots.
I do, too.
As do I.
Hey.
No, I didn't.
I don't really like New England either.
Yeah, wow. Holy smokes, this is terrible.
I like Drake May, though.
I did consider this next team, but Marsh, you're up for presenting.
Number 3. They may have one less loss than another team. Give me the Seattle Seahawks.
That's the team that I gave some consideration to, number 2, before eventually going with the Patriots at 2, and I as well have the Seahawks at 3.
Nope, can't do it. And I don't want to do it.
You will.
I don't know, but I'm going to present my case.
Okay.
Because this team, Seahawks, where are they in their own division?
It's a stacked division.
I just asked the question.
2.
Okay. This team, numero uno, 2 losses on the season.
Oh,
they can be number 4.
Probably the most elite defense, or one of them took both losses now.
I'm sorry, does Seattle not have an elite defense?
Not like this one. Nope. The 2 losses, a combined 4 points on the road to the Colts and the division rival, the Chargers. Just saying, the Denver Broncos, not that I feel like, but you can't look past what they've done so far this season. And defensive MVP from last year,
Patrick Surtain.
Not even playing. Been injured. Come on, man. Get his team some credit. They get after the quarterback. Don't worry about the offense because the defense going to play. But they get after the quarterback. I got the Broncos here.
Marsh, do you have the Broncos 4?
I do have the Broncos 4.
As do I. Seahawks 3, Broncos 4.
The Seahawks barely beat who last week? Who did they barely beat last week?
Oh, come on. The Titans had a punt return for a touchdown and then scored a garbage touchdown at the end.
Is that not part of the game?
God, come on.
They were in that game, the entire game.
They weren't in that game.
The Tennessee Titans.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
They were getting crushed at one point. They were down double digits for most of the third quarter.
We're in the game against the Seahawks. And
as much as they can be in the game.
And I said it last week when I watched the Seahawks play the Cardinals, was it? And they just said, oh, yeah, we're up. Oh, turn the ball over. Turn it over again. Turn it over again. We don't give a damn. They're careless. And they got
This is because they beat. This is because they beat the Steelers.
He's your guy.
He's Anthony's guy
He's your
now.
guy.
He's Anthony's guy now.
He is. Man, that makes sense now.
He's not my guy anymore.
That's why you want them.
That'd be nice to have him at this point, although he won't win a big game.
I bet
Absolutely.
it would.
Seahawks 3, Broncos 4.
All right.
Number 5. May I present to you a first-place team?
Give it to me.
Chicago Bears.
The Bears!
The Bears.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe it.
I don't either.
I don't know if I believe it, but all this team does, Marsh, is win football games. Caleb Williams, I don't know if he knows where he's going with the damn ball half the time. Doesn't matter. Could be to DJ Moore, a couple of tutties.
He played
mostly
very well.
to Rome Odunze, one of the 52 tight ends that they have on their roster.
TJ Watt in the end zone.
Either way,
you take care of the ball. TJ Watt's a beast. He's a good player.
Linebackers, no problem, is what the Bears said last week, and take it down.
Probably should run the ball
Steelers.
if you're the Steelers, if they don't have any linebackers that have ever played a game. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
What do I know?
I thought it was going to be a Swifty day.
He should have ran the ball.
Yeah. Swifty plus Manungai. Actually, I'm sorry. You were saying the Steelers.
The Steelers should have ran the ball.
So you're saying
Jalen Warren,
Gainwell.
Gainwell. What did I say? Gainfield? What did you say?
I said something else, and then you doubled down on.
I'm confused.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
They don't
He'd
know
be
his
gaining
name 'cause they
yards
ain't
if you
giving
hand him the ball.
Yeah, they ain't giving him the ball enough. Don't know his damn name. Artie, run the damn ball, man, and throw the ball more than 5 yards.
Oh, man. All right, Da Bears, number 5. Marsh, do you want to present 6 and CD and I just on that last one?
Yeah. I had Indianapolis at 5, but I don't mind putting them at 6.
Okay, so you got the Colts. Carey?
I have the Colts at 6 as well.
I have the Colts 7. I got no problem with putting them 6. That's fine. So Colts at 6.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Not a very impressive showing.
Not great.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Should have won that game. Had they won the game, we're talking about the Colts probably being what?
Number 2?
At least 5.
At least 5? What the heck?
I think they're in the top 4, bare minimum.
Carey, go ahead. You present. Team 7.
This team, because the other team decided to not show up.
Yep, I
in
have
their
the same
division.
team, Carey.
Packers at 7?
No.
Oh, I have the Packers at 7.
Baltimore Ravens,
No,
winners
I
of
do
5
not.
in a row.
Nope.
Now the division leader in the AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens.
I want to believe, but what I saw last week when they were playing the New York Football Jets,
Did they win?
were actually in the game, unlike the Titans. I can't do it.
You got the Packers?
I got the Packers.
I don't even have the Packers on my list, man.
No, you got to.
No, I don't.
No Packers?
There's none. I mean, they beat the Giants last week by 7. That was a game closer than it should have been.
They drummed the Marshy's Vikings.
They couldn't. The Vikings don't even throw the ball.
Well,
they do throw the ball. They just don't do it well.
Good game plan.
87 yards, 92 yards.
Come
what was
on
it?
now.
What did the Packers beat the Giants by?
7.
Well, that's weird because the Broncos beat them by 1.
That came back in that game.
Dragon, they had to.
They came back. Scored like 30 points in the fourth quarter or something.
I got the Packers 7. Who's your 7th team? Who'd you say, Ravens?
Baltimore Ravens.
Marshy?
I have Green Bay.
Okay, Packers.
I don't even have the Packers on my list.
Now you do. They're 7th. Marshy, who would you like to present for 8?
Gosh, these are difficult.
Oh, yeah, because you're presenting to a flawed team from here on out.
Yeah.
And honestly, outside of the top 2, maybe 3 teams, we're presenting flawed teams.
I mean, I don't know what this team was doing this past week, but I have the Eagles at 8. Ugh. I know, it feels
I
gross.
won't present the Eagles at 8. They're on my list, but they are on my bleep list.
I had the Eagles 8, too.
Ugh.
I know.
I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
They gave up 21 points. You could find a team.
They're the worst Super Bowl contender I've ever seen.
Find a team, and we can make fun of them or point things out about them.
I have the Eagles 8. I'm sorry. We're Marsh and I, again.
Shame. You watch that team play football and say...
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Come on, man.
Carey, you were their number 1 supporter last week.
And that should tell you everything you need to know.
It's true.
That should tell you everything you need to know of how I feel about the Philadelphia. I had them number 1.
Carey, all they
for
do is win
multiple
games.
Weeks. They didn't win last week.
No, they
damn lost.
Blew it big time.
To the Dallas Cowboys.
Absolutely blew it.
Up 21-0.
Yep.
Game should be signed, sealed, delivered.
I'm yours.
I'm yours.
I hear you.
And they just said, you can have it. Yeah.
So do you
Who
want
needs to win in Dallas anyways?
Do you want to present Ravens 9?
I'm all torn up now. I got a couple teams on my list. I'll go Ravens. I didn't have the Packers, so I'll still go Ravens at 9.
Marsh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the standings at this point, and it really doesn't mean anything. I guess I wrote down San Francisco.
I got San Francisco on my
Although
list.
San Francisco didn't really do much last night to really impress me.
I have the Niners at 9. I know, but...
All right, 10, I'm standing firm on 10.
I have a team at 10 that Carey might like.
And it ain't the Ravens. If you're going to dismiss the Ravens from the list, I'm cool. But this team, I'm going for it. Because you know what I like in playoff football. It's a couple of things I like.
Running the ball.
And?
Playing defense.
Yeah, man.
I have the Ravens at 10.
Oh, God.
I had the Lions at 10.
Oh, God. I got the Texans at 10 now.
All right, Ravens. I'm fine with the Ravens.
Oh, are you just dismissed
I'm fine with the Lions.
The Houston Texans, who might actually win the division?
I like the Texans.
You clearly don't.
But I don't know what they are on offense.
And you watch the Ravens and do know?
No.
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 At least the Texans got a top 3 defense in the National Football League.
Here.
Can we do something? How about we don't pick any of those teams? How about we pick a different team? I'll throw a team out there.
Hold on, Marsh. Who did we have at 10 last week?
The Bears.
And they jumped up to number 5.
So the 10 spot doesn't matter
It
anymore.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It mattered when you decided it mattered.
Oh,
but
man. Okay. Can I present the Jets?
No, hell no.
Okay.
The Jets?
I'm just saying, if I can get the curse going back on.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Who are the Jets playing this week?
Falcons.
They probably win.
Let's look at this. You had the Chargers.
I'm not putting the Chargers on the list.
It's got to be either the Ravens or the Lions.
We don't have the Bills on the list, which is fine. They stink.
The Jags.
The Texans? I'm not putting the Jags on the list. I don't care if they're in the playoffs.
7-4, they won 2.
I don't care.
Here's the rough part, right? So the Texans beat the Bills, but the Bills lost to the Ravens. Ipso facto, Lions.
I'm not putting the Lions on that. And I love Jahmyr Gibbs.
You do?
Absolutely love him. I think he is special. But you know who else I love? I love Will Anderson, man. Have you heard that young man talk?
Also love Aiden Hutchinson.
I love Will Anderson more.
Hey, you know what? Those Texans, They won 3 games with Davis Mills.
There you go.
That's what I said the other day. And
they're not keeping him in the starting lineup. He's won 3 games. Good for him. Congratulations.
who are the
Proud of
Texans
you.
playing this week? I forget. The number 10 spot doesn't matter.
Texans, they take on the Colts this week. So maybe, what if we left them out?
They're going to beat the Colts.
Prove it game. Prove it
All right,
game.
prove it game.
Prove it game. If they win, they're in.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll say it right now. If they win, they're in.
How about this, too? How about this?
Baltimore?
Lions should also need to prove it. They have the Packers.
Agreed.
Okay.
So we'll go with the Ravens.
Baltimore.
Okay.
They have won 5 in a row.
They have.
Obviously, their record is kind of indicative of Lamar being out.
Also fraudulent overall.
Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the Ravens.
I
I do.
think there's a lot of
They got the
fraudulent
Bengals on
teams
Thursday
here.
night.
Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. Fine.
Because I could see the Packers beating the Lions. I could see the Who would you say? Texans.
beating the
I could see the
Texans?
Colts beating the Texans, and that would leave us the Ravens, who
Anyway.
should beat the Bengals.
All right.
All right.
I'm cool with it.
Ipso facto.
Good job, guys.
Nice job.
Proud of y'all.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good job, Marshy. Thank you.
Okay. Your Sonny Gray traded to the Red Sox, Scott Lee Heating Company mic drops are next on 101 ESPN.
happy with the trade. We got a pitcher that could help maybe this year and another little leaguer. So, yeah, we'll be a hell of a team in 2050. So, hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving and a good rest of your day.
All right, that was 618. I thought he was actually happy about the deal.
I did too.
For a second.
Then he said the little leaguer.
But you know what? We're sarcastic, so we can't crush the 618 for being sarcastic.
Not at all.
And he did wish us a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Enjoy it. Hope you all eat as much as you want and watch football all day. That's what I'm gonna do.
Boy, that sounds perfect.
My
word.
It doesn't sound better than that.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's my favorite, Marsh, as you know, and
Favorite
Carey,
weekend coming up.
Favorite weekend of the year.
Favorite day, Friday.
All the football.
It's when we leave tomorrow about 5 o'clock because we got the Blues pregame.
Yeah.
Blues good for something.
Just shots at unnecessarily. Yeah. Just take shots at. They're trying, Anthony.
Are they? Anyways, this is about Sonny Gray. Okay, so we could do the Thanksgiving thing tomorrow. So I was from the 618. We did ask for your Sky League Heating Company mic drops via the Dobbs Sarano Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Let's hear from Clayton next.
I'm not going to say I'm excited about the trade itself, what we got back, but I am excited that we're finally stopping. We're not pretending that we're something we're not. Heim is sitting here and he's like, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're trying to get all these players that we thought were big last year. We're getting them out. We're not going to be this juggernaut this season. I'm not going to pretend that we're something we're not. We are absolutely, positively moving to the future. 2026, not in it for us. I'm not going to pretend that we are in it. So I kind of like the trade from that regard.
I like that a lot. I think the thing that Clayton nailed is being aware of what you are as an organization. And I completely agree. I think Clayton nailed it. If you're aware of where you're at as an organization, have a really good handle on, look, we do not have the pitching, we do not have the bopper, we need a pipeline here. The farm system's a mess. We cannot, in good conscience, continue to add to this roster and think we're going to be anything but a middling team within the division. So I agree with Clayton. Let's hear from James next.
Hey, gentlemen, it's James from the St. Louis area. I listen to 101 every day. Just wanted to chime in here on the Sonny Gray trade. Love the trade, but more so wanted to talk about Heim Bloom and the fresh a breath air it is to hear him at his presser. The transparency to articulate the answers to the questions of the press, but also to still keep some cards close to his deck. So really appreciated that and really looking forward to this new era of Cardinal baseball. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Oh. Hey, James, thank you.
James
especially,
do
you think he was at the gym? I think he was in the gym.
You think so?
I think so.
Man, what time is it, James?
Well, no, it's probably the mic drop was from earlier.
I know. What time is it? What time do you go to the gym? I'd like to go to the gym at 3 o'clock.
2 to 6.
Between 2 and 6. He listens to the show.
I'm not mad at him. I'm just
sounds like you're mad.
Nah,
just trying to get
I might be hating a little bit.
You're a little hating.
Yeah, a little hating.
Okay. We appreciate you listening too, by the way. Thank you for the mic drop.
Definitely. Keeping the cards close to you and not giving up what you're doing and just really understanding like this organization, this team is going to take some time, right? It's not going to be something that is this year, in my opinion, unless they just flat out surprise us and do something spectacular, which would be awesome. I think that would be great for the fans. I think it would be great for the young players, for the team. But you're in a position now where, okay, we're trading away Sonny Gray. Okay, we're going to get something that can help this roster right now, and something that hopefully has. So you often talk about players with a lot of upside, right? And I think you often have mentioned, what do you call them, low ceiling players?
Yes.
That the Cardinals tend to go after?
Yes. They low floor. High floor.
High floor, low
ceiling.
Correct. And I think that you Brandon Clark is probably a really high ceiling player, a single A prospect right now, but with the hopes that he has all of the tools to be on this roster and be in your starting rotation at some point in the next year or 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
And just to clarify, that doesn't mean that it's gonna work out. Like Jordan Walker being a high school player, that is a prototypical high ceiling, low floor player. And thus far, we have unfortunately seen him be a low floor.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. It's just I'd rather the Cardinals for years would just take that, hey, he'll probably make the big leagues. Awesome. Is he going to be a cleanup it? No, hell no. Okay, is he going to we think lead off it? No. He's going to be a utility player.
What? No.
But he's going to make the big leagues.
Like,
okay.
Can I ask you a question? I know we got more mic drops. Is there a potential with Chaim Bloom and this new regime and the mindset that not only do you get better in terms of the players that you bring in, but maybe your actual roster gets better as well? Maybe you implement some things that help the current roster get better? Is that too far?
Is it doable?
Is that too far of a stretch to kind of equate those two things as, okay, the current lineup, you need this as a player, you need this as a player, you need this. I'm going to add these elements to allow you to get better. Nolan Gorman, so you don't swing and miss so much. Jordan Walker, so you don't chase that outside slider so much. I'm going to add elements to not only help the players that are coming in or bring in better players, but actually help the current roster so that I can get the most out of those guys as well.
Yeah, to your point, I think that's what they're trying to do by adding to the minor league system, not from a player standpoint, but from a player development standpoint. Correct. So, no, I don't think it's far-fetched. Katie Wu, who joined us earlier today, too, Katie Wu talked about how the Cardinals are – while they understand they're not a playoff team, it's not like they want to completely bottom out in 2026. So I also think that there's an element of, hey, we're gonna look to improve our roster in any way, shape, or form in 2026, even though our clear focus is down the road. So no, I think it's possible. All right, let's hear from Lee next.
Yo, I'm all for tearing this whole thing down with the Cardinals and kind of rebuilding. But the problem I have is, like, when you tear this whole thing down, do we have the trust in this organization that they can rebuild it back up? And that's the scary part about this is this going to be a couple years of the bad, and then they're going to be able to lure good players back in a couple years, or is this going to be 10 years of seeing nothing but red seats and 60, 70 win teams, because we don't need that here. So also, CD, I got a gift coming to you, bro. So it's baseball related, so you'll love it.
Thank you.
Okay.
The Dodgers hat?
Yeah, probably.
Come on now.
Pride. Is that Lee?
That was Lee. I think what Lee touched on is a very real possibility. Do we trust this Cardinals organization? Well, here's the thing, right? I was going to say the answer to Lee's question is, do you have any sort of faith in Chaim Bloom? But he's got a boss still, and that same boss existed when Mo was here, or
Agreed.
Boss is. So,
but with that being said, I think you agree with this wouldn't have taken place under John Mozeliak. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this specific trade on November 25th under John Mozeliak would not have taken place. So there's already some type of, I guess, information or a sign pointing in the direction that maybe Chaim Bloom. Again, I don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
Sonny Gray might go be a Cy Young winner next year.
Sure.
And Brandon Clark.
Which is fine. He wasn't going to do it here.
And Brandon Clark and Dick Fitz might never be what Sonny Gray is or was. And that's part of trading players. But for me, it's the actual attempt of, we're going to do this in the hope that it gets our team and our organization trending in the right direction.
Yeah, this is what you have to do.
Correct.
When you're a rebuilding team.
Agreed.
Every single rebuilding team that hires a new president or a new GM has to do what Bloom is embarking on, which is look at the assets that you can move them, get as much as you can based on where they're at, and rebuild through the draft. Yeah. This is all part of it.
Agreed.
It wouldn't. To answer your question about Mo, no, Mo would be looking at signing Rich Hill. Let's hear from Evan next.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Evan.
Wanted to weigh in on my thoughts on the Sonny Gray trade. So at first, like the first 10 minutes when it was announced that it was Sonny Gray has been traded to Boston for players to be named later, I immediately thought, nice, we got nothing for a Sonny Gray, which we could have kept and not paid. But now that we got all the news on everything has come out on who we're getting, I like it. I think if nothing else, it's showing that we are actually going to change the way we're doing things. I can't be mad at that.
Fair. And good for you for not overreact or sticking with the, being stubborn and just, we still didn't get anything. You got a top prospect or top 5 prospects within the Red Sox organization who happens to be a left-hander with a ton of upside and somebody that could be a top of the rotation arm in a couple of years.
Yeah.
That's the key piece. And you got a pitcher that could be a 5th starter next year for you. So, and you're going to need pitching.
You
next
need
year.
pitching. You need guys, You
need dudes.
You got to have some dudes.
All right, let's wrap it up with Cornelius.
Well, it looks like Chaim Bloom is off and running. He has begun the cleanup of the toxic waste spill of the last several years of the previous regime. I got to say that I believe that he has made the best out of a bad situation with this trade. I hate to see Sonny Gray go. He was a good number 2 pitcher, even though with us he was the number 1 by far. And I think he was a good gritty type player that the team could use. But right now it just makes sense to get younger and perhaps get some more cost control, better long-term pitching. The question is, what do we do now that going forward? Are we looking for more pitching? We got enough lefties, that's for sure. Are we going to improve our hitting, which situational hitting, very bad last year, and or power? Or are we going to prioritize a catcher who can actually throw, hit, and catch, not one-tool players like that you have to decide to make DHs or first baseman out of? That is the question.
In fairness, the Cardinals also use their catchers in the outfield.
Yeah, like Angels.
Yeah. Whoa.
Angels in the outfield.
Yeah, but they were dead.
Oh. Well, the Cardinals playing center, playing catcher is.
Well, anyways, what were you going to say?
The Cardinals do have some exciting catchers within the system, so I don't know if that's necessarily something that they'll be looking at.
I'm intrigued to see that, though.
Because they do have multiple catchers that a lot of people are excited about.
Yeah, one of them need to be up. Because if I listen.
Jimmy Crooks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some other guys. I'm excited about what the Cardinals are doing. I don't know. I agree. If you're going to have a catcher, I think the job title, the job description is in the title of the position.
You say that a lot, and I don't buy it.
Yeah, I think if you're going to be a catcher, you should catch. Just my personal opinion. Like catch the ball, keep the ball in front of you, not chaser. It's not a chaser. It's not a chase to the backstop.
Okay.
Chase the ball because I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I think that's you catch the ball.
Saying don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't chase it.
I think what Cornelius brings up is interesting. What is next? I think they continue to look for pitching. I don't think it. I realize it's we have enough pitching. We need hitting. That you can never have enough. You can never have enough pitching.
Can I say your favorite phrase?
Sure.
Do you know what it is? It's stockpile pitching.
Stockpile pitching. SP, I like to call it.
S&P?
Stockpile.
SPP.
No,
SP squared.
Stockpile.
Stockpile.
That's one word.
Steaming pile?
No, stockpile.
Oh, okay.
SP.
All right. Just asking.
Stockpile pitching. Do I say that a lot?
You say the grocery list a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I stopped using that.
No, actually, you didn't. You said it like last week.
I said it last week, but it'd been a long time.
Okay.
Long time.
No, just you asked the question. I was giving you an answer. I didn't. No offense. You've been all day.
No, I haven't. One time I said it in like the spirit of St. Louis there. Splashback Deuce says, I used to text in about the Cards needing basic situational hitting. I think Stalter pushed back.
Probably.
I'll tell you what, Splash. I guarantee you I did not see your text, so there's no way I could have pushed back.
Why not?
And situational hitting, I'm all about. So if I pushed back then, maybe I was drunk.
Nah, you don't get drunk on air.
No, not on air.
Nah.
Maybe I was drunk the night before.
Means I was drunk yesterday.
Yeah. But I'm with you, Splashback Deuce. Situational hitting is key.
Hitting at all is key. How about that?
Okay, Mr. One-Upper.
But you know what, though? Sometimes you don't need as much hitting when you have pitching. Good pitching.
Very true. Great pitching. This is what the Cardinals are stockpiling now.
Yep. Good job.
It's kind of like going to the grocery store and
Stockpiling on toilet paper.
All right, NFL 4 downs. I don't know. Maybe we'll get to 1 down. Next, I want to win ESPN. It's feast week in underdog terms, and what that means is through November 30th, November 26th, I should say, through November 30th. You can check the app for daily specials and promotions. They've got all kinds of different profit boosts that you can take advantage of. So just build your card at Underdog. Choose whether or not players will go higher or lower on their stats. You got the Thanksgiving Day games. You got the full slate in the NFL on Sunday, and you even got an NFL game on Friday. So pick a couple players that you love or don't like. If you hate the matchup, go lower on the rushing yards, lower on receiving yards or passing yards. You get the idea. If you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. But again, from November 26th through November 30th, it's feast week, which means that you can apply different promotions that they have going on each and every day. So it could be a profit boost. It may even be a certain player to go higher on their passing yards, and they'll set the number at 0. So it's almost like a bonus ticket for you, a free ticket, free play that you have to add to your entries. And if you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play for as little as $1 at Underdog. So download that app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is just my first name, Anthony, at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concern with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Real quick here, if you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobstar and Auto Centers 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I got a confession to make. I lied to everybody.
What?
I said we were going to do the NFL first downs, but we're not. We're not going to do that.
What are we doing?
Nothing. We're way off clock, guys. College football does release their playoff rankings again tonight, though. Any surprises, do you think?
No.
Last week we got, Ohio State. We had Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia. There's going to be no change at the top there.
Who lost? Anybody lose in the top? Oregon? No,
Oregon did not. Nope, nobody did.
I was going to say they might jump up, but they probably won't.
Texas Tech was idle. Oklahoma beat Mizzou.
Does
Notre
Oklahoma
Dame
jump up above Texas Tech? Does that change?
No, I don't think so.
Notre Dame beating the hell out of Syracuse. I mean, that was impressive. I know it's Syracuse.
I don't think it matters.
No,
I mean it matters, but it doesn't. I don't think it changes anything.
I don't know. No, probably not. Probably no changes in the top. We know that Miami won't be in there. They'll be in it, but they won't be in it because somebody thinks that that's how it should go. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. Right. I do have a question.
What's your question?
Does Ole Miss? Do you think that at some point, if Lane Kiffin decides to get out of there, go to LSU? Do you think that will impact the college football playoffs mindset about what Ole Miss actually is? Because I think it's unfair. I think Florida State got, screwed a couple of years ago because our quarterback hurt. So what?
Yeah, I don't think they got screwed. No, they did get screwed.
They got screwed.
Because they got properly screwed.
They haven't gotten a chance to get back to that point since then. So do you think Ole Miss falls out of that spot, drops some spots because Lane Kiffin, if and when he decides to go to Ole Miss? No. I mean, go to LSU?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you should punish those kids for that scenario. Absolutely not. And if they do, then the committee should be decommittified.
Whoa. Decommittified?
That's correct. Wow. We'll wrap things up next on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you head down to Auto Centers Nissan right now, you can take advantage of their Thankful for You sales event. Over 1,000 vehicles in one massive location right off I-55 in Herculaneum. Just minutes from South County. No games, no running around, just real savings and real selection. I was talking to my guy Will today. They do a great job. The commission the commission sales staff makes it fun, makes it the car buying experience one that you'll absolutely enjoy. Get no payments for 6 months on select 2025 Nissan models, or get no money down and 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Murano and Pathfinder. They redesigned the Murano. It is sleek. It looks good. Drives great. Pathfinder, the third row, we love it for having the kids move in and out of the Pathfinder. They could do so, and they could do so quick. And for parents, a lot of times they drag, and they got to get, all their stuff in and all that. Pathfinder makes it easy. It's great. Shopping used, Auto Centers, they got you covered there too. No money down and no payments for 3 months on select used vehicles, all priced to move, and every new Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise. If you're not completely satisfied and sold the vehicle, bring it back within 30 days. They'll refund your money and set you up with something else. Get to Auto Centers Nissan Herculaneum. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
Alex Ferrario, and I've got some money-saving news just in time for the holidays. Credit card rates are over 20% on average, but at First Community Credit Union, the Platinum Visa is just 7.9% with no annual fee. And listen to this. From November 26th through December 1st, your purchases drop to only 2.99% for the whole year. A deal that makes your holiday shopping way smarter. So whether you like to do your shopping on Black Friday or the weekend after, use your First Community Platinum Visa and save big.
for calling the holiday gift line from the Missouri Lottery. If you still have presents to buy, don't panic. Missouri Lottery holiday scratchers and draw games are perfect for everyone on your list 18 and over. And you don't even need a gift receipt. Happy holiday gifting from the Missouri Lottery. Play responsibly.
If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the 101ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. The podcast, of course, brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Marsh, what'd you learn?
Anthony, I learned that Jamie just loves those Minutemen.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know what it is. He has a ton of confidence in them. Maybe not the best football team, but they got a lot of character.
Absolutely. Yeah, they certainly do. Carey.
I learned that Heim Bloom is going to be fun to watch, man.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yep.
Oh, Heim.
What I learned is anytime I share my opinion when it comes to some sort of St. Louis-based team name, you guys don't like it and say that I'm in a bad mood.
Huh. You just hated everything I said, though.
We call that gaslighting. Marshy.
Yeah.
Give us those 3 stars.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
Waterboy said, I missed the 4 downs from today's show. I'll have to go back and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
Yeah, it'll be on the Gridiron Guys podcast.
Oh, mother.
Anyways, all right, 3 stars. Our 3rd star of the day goes out to the word hope.
Yeah.
A lot of hope going around.
Carey used that a lot.
Full of hopium.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Full of hopium.
2nd star of the day goes out to the newest Cardinal, Richard Fitz.
Yeah. No Dick Fitz. Look forward to seeing old Fitzy play.
Yeah.
And Anthony, you're a liar. Because the 1st star of the day goes out to the St. Louis Spiders.
Yeah. Oh, I almost ripped my ear out there.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No.
No?
No.
I can't even enjoy it?
You can. Enjoy it. Do your thing. I don't like it.
I can't enjoy it unless you enjoy it.
Yeah, you can enjoy it on your own.
All right, well, let's go with the Explorers then. Pioneers.
Pioneers? Explorers?
You don't like the Pioneers thing? That can't sound good.
There is another team.
Kirkwood Pioneers. Aren't they the Pioneers?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Archers.
Nah. We're shooting that down, brother. I'm sorry.
With a bow and arrow, of course.
Pun intended. Absolutely. We'll be back tomorrow from 2 to 5 as we got pregame for the Blues and the Devils. Well, that'll do it for us. For Jamie Rivers, for Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. See ya.